Today's episode features Daniel Miranda. We talk about his full-length Hot Gravy. Make sure to subscribe, like, and follow. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Flatty. Boom. What an ender. All right. Welcome to About That Ender, Mr. Daniel Miranda.
Thanks for having me.
Gravy Skateboarding.
Yep.
Dude, let me just start off by saying I'm a huge fan. Okay. I didn't want to say too much when you walked in before we got started, but huge fan of Cold Gravy.
Thanks.
So I was like really hyped when you hit me up when you approached me to come on the show. I was like, fucking A, yeah. Hell yeah. I was excited.
Damn, I'm hyped to hear that.
So,
it's always good to hear that stuff.
No, dude, you're an excellent filmer, excellent editor. You roll with obviously a heavy hitter crew. I mean,
they're so good.
Anybody in front of your lens is throwing down hammers. So it takes a certain kind of filmer to acquire those skaters too. So that is a testament to who you are, because if these guys want to rock with you, then you're probably just as good behind the lens as they are on the board. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
That's how I look at it, is the dudes that are filming the pros and the guys that are pro level have to be pro themselves, because if I'm throwing down tricks like that, I don't want a shitty filmer.
Right.
Right? I mean,
right.
Nobody
Thanks,
wants a
man.
shitty filmer if I'm
that.
throwing down hammers. So
hell yeah.
All right, now we got that out of the way. Where are you from?
Fremont, California.
Fremont.
Born in Hayward, but I grew up in Fremont.
All right, so you live in that Bay life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been there? Ever lived anywhere else? Ever moved anywhere else?
Just never.
Bay.
I've been in the Bay for all my life.
That's what's up. And you said you were 31,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay, so we're in the same age bracket. That's cool. When did you start skating?
I probably around middle school or 7th grade, like starting to like really think about it. But I think even before that, I would roll around, like play video games and then go skateboard for like 30 minutes outside of my flat and stuff.
Most kids who grew up in the 90s, that was our MO.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know the year, but probably around like before middle school, like 6th grade or something.
All right. And when did filming come into play?
Kind of like, let's say it was after 2004. So I'd say like 05, 06, I started thinking about it. Like,
thinking about it? What do you mean?
Well, like, because I would be trying to get clips myself as a skater, and then being around all these really, really good skaters that I kind of just like, was like, man, I should be filming instead, you know?
So trying to get clips, so there was like a filmer there, you were with some
Yeah.
guys that were skating that were being filmed, and you were trying to get in on that, or did like somebody have a camera in the group?
Well, I guess, yeah, JR, his name is Napoleon, but he filmed Calm Down. Yeah, he's so cool. He filmed Calm Down, the video before the Cali Skates video that was supposed to come out, which was a shop I skated for, and we were working on a video. So JR made Calm Down, and I saw these guys were on like a heavy hitting, like everyday type stuff, super motivated. So I kind of just
level.
I went on just to get onto their program, and then eventually just started like filming them a lot.
How did you acquire your first camera?
It was my brother's GL2.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was old school. I think that video, Ground Control, the dude filmed it all in GL.
Yeah.
Super good video.
Yeah.
But so it's cool camera, but yeah, it was my first camera. I would just like take my brother's camera, and he had a lens too. So I kind of just like overtook his camera.
Oh, that's cool.
And then eventually got a VX with the MK1. And then like, that's when it was like every day. So yeah, 06.
All right. So you say you film every day. So is this your job?
No, back then I would film every day. I don't work. I mean, I work right now I'm a sprinkler fitter.
Oh, okay.
But back then it was like every day. Leland picked me up, go to Tony's house like every day.
And just for fun, not.
Well, it was fun doing it and filming it too. So,
I mean, you weren't sponsored by a company or you weren't working for anything. You were just
I was
straight
trying
filming.
to do the Cali Skates video, like film for the Cali Skates video at that time.
Okay.
And then that kind of never happened.
Yeah.
Well, it could have happened, but I think you should have the Cali Skates dude on here because
Oh yeah,
he would
his
blow
name?
your mind. Tony Pimentel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I tagged him in that post you posted.
Okay.
But yeah, he would be a good guy to really like give you some like.
Well, what's up, Tony? Come on the show.
Tony, let's get it. But yeah, I was gonna try to do the Cali Skates video, and then when that didn't happen, we went to Gravy stuff, and it was just I was friends with all of them too, so it was like going to Tony's house every day, coming home, capturing the footage, and then doing it the next day.
So when you say the Gravy stuff, come on, how exactly did Cold Gravy come about?
Just thought of something to use as an outlet with all the footage we were getting, and the name came about when we were filming for the Cali Skates intro for the video that was supposed to happen at Tony's house, and we were all just like riffing and stuff, and then that eventually Cold Gravy was said, and kind of just like hearing it.
So we just said Cold random. Gravy, and you were like,
I believe I said it, but it was like, damn, that's cool.
Cold Gravy. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's funny. I don't know what it means per se, but
right,
it's fun. It's randomly funny,
right?
You know, and I especially like how you went on to warm gravy and hot gravy. Like,
I know
it's funny.
It was so convenient how that happened. Like instead of number one, number two, it's like cold, hot.
Yeah, and then like on your YouTube channel, you have like the extra gravy. And
yeah, it just kind of happened that way, and I just like took advantage of all the graviness.
It is gravy, and it is always cold in the bay. You could say that. So you got cold gravy out there.
It's all gravy.
Okay, so when did Metro, the relationship with Metro start?
I believe it was around Gravy 16 when our buddy Dan Muchnick, who used to live with Tony, super good photographer, he kind of like got our foot in with Metro. Well, I knew Joel before then, but Dan Muchnick, like something happened with him and Joel where Joel was like, yeah, like I'll put it on Metro channel. And then Mucho asked me, and then I was like, let's do it. And that's how it happened. I just kept sending videos to Metro like bi-weekly, I think, sometimes weekly. Talked to Joel on the phone a few times.
That's sick.
I skated with him. He's fucking hella good.
Did you ever get anything for it?
No.
Because you did like, was there like 62 episodes?
There was 42, but 42? We started posting on Metro channel around 16.
Okay.
And yeah, I got a bunch of, followers and stuff, and Joel's hella a tight dude. He posted our stuff on his Insta like a bunch.
That's sick. So support for support.
Right.
All right.
It was a good deal.
Hey, that's cool as long as both of you guys were happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, I was just happy to get it, more people watching it and stuff. For these,
a lot of people were watching it.
Yeah,
me included, sir.
On it.
Me included.
Right on. That's so sick, dude.
When I first found out about Metro, because I was a little late in the game. I separated myself from the skate industry for a short period, and when I came back, it was all digital. And when I came across Metro, you were already doing, they already had Cold Gravy. So I started watching it as, from my perception, it was like a monthly montage of just all the Bay Area rippers. And I watched it so that I could kind of see what my Bay Area counterparts were doing film-wise, trick-wise, whatever. I didn't know it was just a guy. Like, I thought it was like a crew. It was like a bunch of homies, a couple filmers, a bunch, you know what I mean? I thought it was like a whole group of people, from my perception. That was just from, the average watcher. And I wasn't very tech savvy, you could say. I just watched when I, whatever, and I'd look it up and,
right.
But I'd search it out to find out what Metro was posting or what Thrasher was posting. And I thought, and then to find out that it was you, just you.
Right on.
It's fucking rad.
I appreciate it, man. Well, there's another filmer, Bob, who
Bob the filmer?
Yeah, Bob.
I don't know him.
Well, he started contributing. Like he filmed a lot of this video.
I mean, I know I've seen like Instagram, and
Right.
I know he films a lot of.
But you haven't met him.
I've never met.
Oh,
not to my recollection. I mean, I might have met him. I don't.
You follow him, Bob the Filmer?
Yeah, Bob the Filmer, dude. He's cool.
He's
I know I'm on Instagram anyway.
Right.
It's funny how we say that. Like, oh yeah, I know that guy. I never met that guy.
Right. You kind of know him. You know his work.
Yeah, but we'd pass each other in the street, and I wouldn't know the difference. So I guess I don't know him.
Oh, okay. So if you saw him, you wouldn't even know.
No, yeah, because I mean, whatever.
He's kind of like mysterious.
I just like the name. I just think Bob the Filmer is really cool.
Yeah, Bob Pants Off. I think Jerome mentioned him in his episode.
He did mention that guy. Was that Bob the Filmer?
Mm-hmm.
He called him Bob Pants Off.
Bob Pants Off was his like MySpace name or something back in the day.
Oh man. Okay, so you hooked up with Metro. You did a bunch of like monthly montages, and then they kind of stopped.
Yeah, they stopped because like I was doing Hot Gravy, and after Hot Gravy was done, like I stopped filming as much.
Hot Gravy was a full length.
Yeah,
that you did, and that was your second full length.
Second full
so you
length.
did Warm Gravy, you did Hot Gravy.
Warm Gravy and Hot Gravy.
And during Warm Gravy, were you putting out the monthly montages as well?
It was like the stuff we weren't gonna use was Cold Gravy.
And then Hot Gravy, were you doing montages during that as well?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, and then once that finished, you kind of just burnt out, or?
Yeah, actually, that's funny you say that because I thought of like if I were to make another video, it'd be called Burnt Gravy.
Burnt Gravy?
Yeah. But I don't know, I just kind of like started working like heavily after, and just like trying to film on the weekends, which is going from like every day to like just the weekends.
Yeah.
So I couldn't pump it out.
Cuts your production pretty hard.
Yeah. The act of going filming is really important.
Yeah, I always tell my skaters that I can always delete footage, but I can't create footage for you. So you got to give me some tricks.
Yeah. Well, there was no problem. Like,
I was gonna say you probably don't have that problem.
Yeah, they're super motivated.
Yeah, I have that problem with a handful of guys that I film with for different projects or different companies or whatever, and they're just not into it.
They're
just not into it.
They're not gung ho.
No, I mean they're excellent skaters, amazing skaters, but when it comes down to production, they're like, man, I just kind of want to skate. Like, okay, well, just let me film it and do a trick down this thing. And I don't really feel like skating that today. Okay, where do you want to go? I don't know.
What's gonna push those guys?
Oh, okay, I don't know. You tell me, because
I don't know.
Well, I guess you couldn't really give me too much advice either, because you don't need to push your guys.
Yeah, they're super motivated.
Like, I mean, I've learned like for fun, there's only a very small amount of guys that I'll film because I know they're motivated and I know they won't waste my time. But the majority of people that I film with is because I've been like placed there, not because, you know what I mean? Like he skates for this shop or that company, and that company hires me to do a thing. So now we're filming together.
Okay. Yeah.
And so now I have to try to figure out who you are and how to motivate you,
the limits and all that,
and how much shit to talk or how much not shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
How much
how far you can push.
Do I need to boost your head up? Do I need to cut you at the knees? Like, what do I need to do? I don't know, because I don't know you. So it's really difficult for me to produce things like that sometimes, because I've got to almost spend like a month or two with the skater getting no footage, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I get you now. Okay. And then we pump out 6 months worth of whatever, and we got a part.
So you got to get the feel of them.
Yeah, it's hard for me. I've always wanted a group of guys like that, but when I first started skating, unfortunately, I was like one of the better skaters in the group. So, like if I was filming like crap. I was filming their crap, you know, like they're doing like shitty little tricks, and they're like, "Oh, I'll film this 180 down the 3-stair," and I'm like,
they're still trying to get it though.
Okay, but then they try to film whatever I'm doing, and they film it all shitty because they're not filmers.
Yeah.
But then I met a group of guys who were better than me, and then I started filming, and I was like, "Oh, I'm way better at this than I am skating."
Yeah,
I'm like way better at this, and it hurts less.
It definitely does,
well,
unless you're like crouched over.
I was gonna say sometimes, sometimes my back is. Oh man,
you can't feel your legs and stuff.
Yeah. So do you have days like that, especially with dudes that produce this high quality footage, Do you have days where you're sitting in the trenches for 6 hours waiting for a trick to get landed?
Yeah, there's some times where it takes a long time.
Yeah.
You know well, I don't know if you watched Warm Gravy, but when someone asks a question like this, I always refer to this time with Leland Goldberg. He does the backflip across the Davis ledge, kickflip out.
Mm-hmm.
That took like multiple like trips to go there.
Oh, really?
Like a long time. And yeah, so there's definitely times like where I'm like, hold on, like I need to feel my leg, or give me a second because I need to get feeling back in my ass or something. But for the most part, like Adam gets clips really quick.
He's super
Kobe.
Kobe is crazy consistent.
Yeah. And it's a lot of first try with Kobe.
Well, let's just get right into it, huh?
Let's do it.
So we are going to look over your most recent, Hot Gravy. When did this one come out?
I think it was 2013.
Okay, so a while ago.
Yeah.
A while ago. Did this have a premiere?
Yeah, I was at Street Science in Livermore.
How was that?
It was good. It was a good turnout. It was like free, so like a bunch of people like came, and then people off the street that just saw like what it was coming in to look at it, and I was really happy with it. It was a good time. Gary Rogers was there.
Oh, Gary's awesome.
Yeah,
that guy's cool. So you filmed and edited. You edited all of this, right?
I edited all of this and filmed a lot of it. And Bob contributed a lot too.
So he's got some like second angles or his own footage that he filmed and gave to you?
His own footage, second angles.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So as a filmer, because I've had a couple premieres and I know a little bit of what that feeling, you know what I mean, is. How was it for you? Like as a filmer to like stand there in that moment when the video is like starting and you just feel that like energy.
You could feel the energy, and I was feeling the energy. It was awesome.
Just out of curiosity, where were you? Like, according to the screen, like screens there. Where were you? Like, where were you for the viewing of the first showing?
That's funny that you asked, because I was like on like the side where the half pipe was, and then like I came down and literally was behind the projector, like watching it like front and center, like with everyone like around me, and I was just like in the middle.
That's cool.
It was pretty cool, dude. It's an amazing feeling. Sorry.
I do the exact opposite. I go all the way into the back.
Right.
And sit in the very back to where there's nobody behind me. And
that's kind of what I did with Warm Gravy. I kind of stood in the back yelling stuff like, oh, or like, oh, shit.
I think that's a lot more fun, because then you get to just like, because you've seen the video a million.
Yeah,
you could turn around and you could call out what tricks are going down. So I just like to like watch. Hey, stop texting. Watch the video.
Yeah, that was definitely Warm Gravy. That was my style for that. I feel like I kind of just got kind of trapped in this front and center part, and then just didn't move.
And just got hooked in.
Yep.
That's cool. All right, so we're gonna start with Hot Gravy here. Dedicated to.
That's Tony, who I said you should have on the show. He's like, he made Cali Skate Shop and did a lot of good stuff for us.
Okay, so just from a outsider's perspective, well, let's ask Cameron, because I know Cameron, if you saw this in the beginning of a video, what do you think's going on here? Like, what do you think that means? Just out of curiosity. Like,
could mean anything. I don't know. It's dedicated for.
See, to me, I thought that guy was dead. That's just, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I thought. I thought you were going to say that maybe, but backfired on me.
Yeah.
Damn it, Cameron.
Well, the font is kind of
no, but that's what I thought. I was like, oh man, is that like
in memory of maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I can see how you could think that. Definitely,
but it could be something like that. Yeah.
That's just what I thought. But I'm glad he's not dead.
Me too. I mean, the font is kind of like pretty funny if you would use that for someone that's dead. It's like, look at this bloody font.
Well, what if he was super Hesh and Nar?
Ooh,
then he'd want that.
You're right.
I'm just saying, that's what I thought. I was like, oh man, I wonder if that's a homie that died, because there's been like a handful of videos that we've had, a couple of them that we've had on, where like Jerome's video that Jake Waterland in the beginning, which was a homie that passed away.
Yeah.
So I just kind of had that mentality. It was like, oh shit, is this a homie that passed away?
Oh, start you off on depressed.
Well, I'm glad that's not. I'm glad he's alive and well, and he should come on the show. That's the guy that should come on the show, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Blow your mind.
Come on, Tony. What are you waiting for? All right. So in the beginning, we have a few logos. We have a few logos that kind of started off. Obviously, your logo, Cold Gravy, and then like Metro, Skidmark. Were these guys sponsors of the video?
They were people that
Street Science,
helped
obviously,
us along the way.
You had your premiere there, so
Yeah.
you know, and did they like hook you up with a gear, let you skate? And
They let us do it there for free, and I think Tony was riding for them for a while, and I don't know, just him providing the venue and like the projector. He made it really easy for us to throw it there 2 years. So
yeah, and then obviously Metro, because you have a partnership with them,
right? They helped us, and Skidmark too.
Skidmark too. I like those guys. Skidmark's cool.
Yeah, they're funny dudes.
Yeah, they are really funny.
There's actually a logo missing, like the version I sent you. There was a version after that I added. This dude, Dustin, helped me like kind of configure the DVD, and his stuff is HD. That's the logo. It's like Hey Dub, like Dublin and Hayward combined.
Hey Dub.
Yeah. Dustin Leary. Cali Skates.
All right, so then we have in the opening we've got like a nice little montage. There was the clip right in the beginning of the dude kicking. What was that? What was going on here?
This inside joke of.
Well, okay, so it's got to be outside now. Let's see this. We got 5-0 on a ledge. Okay. Guy pushes a couple times and then just runs and kicks what looks like a little person dummy.
It's like a 3. Made that. Moses. What was that?
Lee hates talking about that, but you don't know who Skater Punched by Mom is? That's the guy.
Yeah, our buddy is
really?
the dude who got punched by that mom.
That the viral video of a mom like punching a teenage skater, or what looks like a teenage skater, but he's probably in his 20s. Right?
Yeah, at the time.
Yeah, that's him.
Lee. That's Lee.
And so, what was up with the little dummy?
So it was just like a kind of like a joke about the clip, like, oh, like. I should have kicked the kid. Not that Lee thinks that, but...
okay. So it's a reference back to what he should have done to get punched in the face.
I guess. I mean, I think it's just a funny reference to the clip.
Oh, man. That's funny. See, and I'm glad we asked. That's what we have this show for.
He specifically hates talk, because I bring it up all the time, even when we go skate for trail. I'm like, oh, this is Skater Punched by Mom, and everyone freak out. He gets
so what's his name?
Leland.
Goldberg, yeah.
All right, so we've got to invite him on the show and only talk about that video.
He's a dad, so you definitely go along with Leland.
Let's just do a full hour on getting punched by a mom and just watch the video over and over.
He seriously hates that.
Dude, that clip does suck, though.
Yeah. You want to watch it? No, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're moving on. We're moving on. We've got lots of gnarly bails, dude. Security guard is trying to push.
Yeah.
Oh, what was up with that?
So he was trying to get the 50-50 at 3 Crosses. And it's like a big church. And I don't know, we just always get the boot there. And the guy just, took it upon himself to try to stop.
Try to kill somebody.
Well, yeah, it's like you're going to get hurt, and then let me try to hurt you while you know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, don't get hurt as I push you off the fucking... So for people who can't see it, it's like a double kinked ledge that's only a little bit wide. And was it Moses?
Yeah.
Moses was going to 50 it, and security guard comes up and tries to push him off the ledge over, which seems to be like a nice little drop on the backside.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if he would have successfully pushed him, even if he would have just pushed his legs out and he fell, he could have smacked his head. I mean, there could have been so many fatal occurrences right there that could have happened by him trying to push somebody off of a fucking grind down a hubba. You're an idiot. You should, man.
Yeah, he lost it because Moses wasn't listening to him. He was talking to him for a while, kind of heated, and then Moses wanted to do that one last one, and he wasn't having it. Wasn't really thinking.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
Let's look at this again.
Superman.
He tries to boom, gets on the ledge. Oh, dude, and that's not a fun drop on the other side. There's like a tree there and shit. Just some gnar shit. Man, we got some gnarly tricks going down here in the opening montage too. There's Kobe.
Yeah, that's in Fremont. No one's ever skated that road.
That's super. Okay, so for people who can't see this, it's like a little mini bump to a flat bar.
The
crook.
tiniest bump, too.
The tiniest little bump. But the major thing about this is that there's maybe like 1.5 feet. So there's a fence and then one of those big utility poles, like power poles, and the power pole is about 1.5 feet away from the fence. So you only have like this little 1.5 feet, and the bump is right in that little gap.
Yeah, you gotta thread the needle and then bump to big ass crook on someone.
So you're like popping as you thread the needle.
Right.
Which is
yeah, he's like the perfect size for that. Right?
And then not only are you dealing with that, but the rail has no ending. It has like a post that sticks up.
Pop
so you
out too.
Yeah, so
I
you have
didn't
to
really think of that.
pop in and out. There is no like just dropping off the rail, or there's no board sliding it and just coming off.
Right.
It's like a
Specific
no
tricks
slide,
you
a
can
crook,
do.
a backsmith pop out 5-0. So, I mean, very specific tricks, as well as having to thread this little tiny ass needle. And like I mentioned, it's one of those giant wood power poles. So if you hit that power pole, you're not just going to hit the pole. You're probably going to come out with some splinters or some staples from all the shit that's been hung up on that.
Right.
You're going to get fucked up.
Right.
That's gnarly.
Damn.
And this is just in the intro montage. We're getting started right here, people. This video is fantastic, by the way. Oh, right to the face.
Stanford.
Getting
Dude, he killed it that day though. He got so many
the Stanford kink rail getting hung up on a board slide and just going right to his face. Oh man, this is a great opening montage, by the way. Do you have any tricks in the video?
Yeah, I'm in the friend section.
In the friends section.
Yeah.
I had a part in one of my videos and I put it in the very end after the credits.
Right. Dude, I thought about that, but I didn't have enough footage to do something special like that.
I happened to just, like, it was my first full length, and I just happened to have a bunch of footage just laying around, and I was like, all right.
It's dope. You got in there.
Well, it had a bunch of, like, epic footage in there. All right, so here's a clip I wanted to talk about.
Oh,
So let's back this up. So we got cool graphics to intro, hot gravy, and then we've got a guy kissing.
All right. And you told me, you wanted to F her and you stepped to her.
That clip. So what's going on in that clip is angry parent at the skate park. Like some little kid was talking smack to him. And I guess I kind of look like the guy who runs like a skate program there. His name's Jordan Richter.
Oh, I like that guy. He's cool.
Yeah. And
At Fremont. Right?
Yeah, at Fremont. Like we're both bald. So he came up to me thinking that I was him. And he was like, you got to tell this kid not to talk like that. And like, there's more. I cut it out. I was like, well, I don't know. Like, he's just a kid being a kid. But I use that clip because, I don't know, it's kind of like Moses. Like, I don't want to say he's a ladies' man, but he's a good-looking dude. And I guess ladies like him. But
he's got that rock star look, the long hair, tattoos.
Right.
He looks like he could be a rock star.
He could if he wanted to, I guess.
Well, I mean, as being a skateboarder like he is, he kind of is a rock star.
Right.
So I'm a huge fan of Moses. I think I might have met him in passing, maybe at Town Park or something, but I've seen him a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of his footage, and every time I go to the Bay or Town Park or wherever big contests, he shows up. He just rips.
Yeah, he does. He's a cool dude too.
And I'm a big fan because when I have seen him, he seems reserved and not like a fucking crazy person. You know what I mean? He's just like a smooth ripper, kind of quiet, chill. That's what he seems like from the outside.
Right.
Not knowing him, I just from observing. And would that be somewhat correct?
I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe. If you
no.
Well, I feel like in your relationship with him, like don't really know him. That's probably how he just acts, in that situation. But if you get on a session with him, he's hyped and stuff.
Yeah, I've never skated with him, so.
Well, yeah, he's a good guy to session with, so.
He seems like
you
it.
should go out and film him. He's tight.
I don't know if
actually you texted that you were a fan of his, and I kind of called him and I was like, oh, the dude said he was a fan. He was like, what?
Yeah, I mean he's a fucking ripper. How could I not be a fan? You know, and I pay attention to, I try to pay attention as much as I can to what's going on in the Bay Area, because that's like our LA. That's where the hub is. So the people who are closer in the Bay Area are going to get more exposure just because that's where the companies are located. So,
right. And there's like a gang of spots.
That
There's
too.
So many spots.
Something about it's the spots, it's the ground, it's just the air produces a certain kind of skateboarder.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the Bay skateboarders versus the SoCal skateboarders, even versus the NorCal skaters, like the far up guys, they all have kind of a different style, a demeanor about them because of what the terrain they skate.
Yeah, their environment, right?
Yeah, and that it breeds a certain type of, and if you can skate in the Bay, you can fucking skate anywhere.
It's kind of more rugged, right?
More rugged.
Yeah.
More,
Not like East Coast rugged, but I feel like the spots here are
dude,
like...
it's I think that San Francisco skating is almost just as hard as New York skating.
I can agree with that. Some spots are fucked.
Like with the ruggedness. Obviously, New York is way older, so you're going to have a little bit more degradation of the concrete and things like that.
Mhm.
But New York there's a lot of new shit in New York too. There's a lot of marble ledges that are brand new that you can go skate in New York. But San Francisco, there ain't nothing new.
Yeah. And it's like, it always trips me out because you do like come across spots that are like, well, that's in the city? Like, where did that come from?
How did I not see this before?
Right.
I like San Francisco because like you can just literally just take a left and there's a spot. Like just like look. Oh yeah, there's a spot.
Yeah. It's so true. You can go on a board and just, if you're in the right spot, just get a heck of spots.
One of my favorite all-time photos that I've taken is a little bump in San Francisco that was just a sidewalk bump. And we were actually skating Lincoln High School. And we had parked down on one of those streets.
Yeah.
And on the backside of Lincoln, there's like, you can see the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And just literally where we parked, the corner just happened to have, the street flattened out and just had a nice little bump. And the dudes were like skating it as I was like breaking my gear down. And I was like, oh shit. And I just looked out. I was like, oh, that's a dope photo. And I just pulled my camera out and just shot this photo of Travis, this guy Travis that skates for Travis Sparacco, that skates for Orbit. And he just boosted this giant kickflip. And I just snapped it right at the right time. And
nice.
And you can see the ocean and the hill looks super steep.
Yeah.
Oh,
you took advantage, right?
And it was literally as I was breaking my shit down, I just threw an extra lens on real quick and just bam.
Right, so spontaneous.
I was just looking at it like, whoa, look at that photo. It's like.
Yeah, you get some good stuff. Have you ever skated the ledge that's like outside of the fence over there?
I love that ledge.
That ledge is pretty cool.
Especially a little bank roll up, so you could do like a little back 180 switch nose manis. Like perfect for that.
Oh,
you skate regular or goofy?
I'm regular.
So you know what I'm talking about then. Yeah, I like that ledge. All right, so let's check out some of Moses's tricks. Because this part is gnar.
Yeah.
So he skates regular, right?
He hates the text.
Why?
I don't know. He probably thinks it's cheesy. It's a little cheesy.
Is it cheesy though? Or does it?
I think it's.
Or does it go with?
Cheesy,
it kind of goes with your.
It's the theme, the hotness.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can't call yourself Cold Gravy or call the video Hot Gravy and not have like a little cheesiness in it, right?
Yeah.
That fucking rail, dude.
South Hayward.
What is that, like a 18?
Something like that, yeah.
That's fat. Big.
Yeah.
All right, this line right. Okay, so let's back up. So that was a back 50 on like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-ish, 17, 18-ish.
Something like that.
But yeah, back 50 and that's fucking fat. All right, so this trick right here doesn't seem like much, but a switch flip. He starts his line out with a switch flip onto a curb, and he's rolling front side.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's just like a personal thing for me, but I cannot, like even regular, I cannot kickflip onto something.
Yeah, you got to be going a little faster. And pop it a little more.
And he does it switch. So let's look at this. So he goes switch flip up, boom, just like nothing. I mean, I had to like check myself. Was that switch? And then
He probably messed up on the switch flip more than he did on the
board slide. Then he goes half cab board slide down like a 12, like 10 or 12, something like that. That's gnarly. Like switch flipping up something front side. Just
yeah, it is gnarly. I mean, I didn't even really like pay that much attention. Now that it is kind of hard, especially switch going that way.
Did he have any trouble with it at all?
Yeah, he messed up on the switch flip more than the.
Yeah,
he did the board slide like. I don't know, like second try.
Half cab
board slide.
I mean, he should. I would get. It's a half cab board slide.
Well, for him, yeah.
Is that hard for him?
I wouldn't do it. No.
Because I could see it for him being like, oh, I got that.
Yeah, that was kind of a chill. Like, I think the whole clip he wanted was the switch flip, doing a nice switch flip up the curb like that.
Well, he accomplished it.
He did.
Well done, sir.
They made that rail.
They made that rail?
Or they made it skatable. They put like that
this one
cement,
right here?
That's in Fremont. The cement they put on, they did that themselves.
Landing? Oh, I see. Okay, so for people who can't see, it's a nice 10 rail, something like that.
Or someone did.
And right where the landing of the rail is, looks like there was probably it was just dirt, and so somebody came in and concreted a landing strip, like extended the sidewalk, made it a little bit wider so that they could roll away, like right here.
And whoever did it cut some railage.
Oh yeah, and looks like the rail went a little further out to like right here probably. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the motivation.
That is serious motivation to go like plan a rail cutting, because you can't just go out there and just do it whenever.
Right. You gotta have like plans and stuff.
You gotta have certain types of tools.
Right. Tony is the tool man.
Tony's the tool man?
Yeah. He's the most ultimate DIY guy.
Dude, and then the back 50 on that rail is the stairless rail.
There's one on the bottom.
Oh, there is.
So technically, it's only a 2-stair.
Dude, you're right, technically.
So next time you talk to him, I want you, or next time you see this spot or you're near this spot, you tell him that he should be doing a lot more fucking tricks on that shit, because, dude, it's a fucking 2-stair, bro. Like, tell him to hit the gap. That's what he should do. Tell him to, like, start skating it. And, like, bro, it's only a 2-stair.
2-stair kickflip.
Like, we'll call it a 3-stair, I guess, because there's, like, there's like one right there and then 2 right there, I guess. Come on, tell him to stop being a pussy about it. Dude, that's Matt Beaton like front blunted that or something, back blunted that, didn't he?
Did he?
I feel who did? I feel like I've seen that. Yeah, I feel like I've seen that rail back blunted.
Yeah, it was in that news photo.
That's crazy.
Gap to fronts. Oh man. Okay, so the Mesa hubba, dude. Yeah. This thing is huge.
There's D.
So it goes front 5-0, and then he does something else down it too, right?
Yeah, he tail slides it.
Yeah, then he goes front tail down it, front tail fakie. All right, so for those of you who don't know about the Mesa hubba, it's like 8 feet tall.
Is it? Damn.
It's like 8 feet
tall. Damn, Moses.
It's a big red hubba. Some people might be familiar with it. I think the last King of the Road, somebody did like nollie nose blunt down it, and then like something else. But yeah, they visited in one of the last King of the Roads. They went there. That thing is huge. So you can see the handrail on the side of it. All right. So the handrail is normal handrail height, and then the ledge goes about a foot higher. Yeah. Maybe 8 inches. Maybe 8 inches.
And someone nollie nose blunted it. Holy
yeah.
shit.
I forget who did that. I forgot. Somebody leave it in the comments if you
I know Moses tried to front blunt it. He slid a few, but
that thing's monstrous.
Yeah.
And he just goes 5-0 front tail fakie. Did he battle with it?
No, he did it pretty fast. He did the 5-0 and just did it.
And then we just roll right into this one where he goes front 50 down, was that like a 12? And then front 50 down another 12.
That clip, I think in his Calm Down part, there was another video called Calm Down. He like 50'd this rail to end his part or something. So he came back and
wanted to do both.
Smithed it and did both.
Yeah, then he comes back and smiths the rail, and then he goes back 50 down a Nar rail with a really long kink. Is that nollie over a rail into a bank down like, was it 20
Fresno.
stair?
Yeah, that thing's crazy. He actually rolled into my balls, like his board like shot at me and like
rolled into your balls.
Yeah, there's a clip on Insta where I play the whole thing.
You guys got friendly in that clip?
It was a little intimate.
Because nollie over the rail into a bank on the side of like a 20 stair, and at the bottom of the bank is a curb, so he's got to like just slap you off, which would sketch me the fuck out.
Right.
And then this, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, moment of silence for that trick. Holy shit. Okay, so for those of you who can't see, it's back blunt on like a flat bar handrail. Let's just look at that for a second. So it's like a giant amphitheater or stadium, right? What stadium is that?
It's a high school, football field.
All right. So the walkway that rolls up to the very like top of the bleachers, there's like this gnarly 8-kink handrail, and then a crazy concrete bank that goes down for a while, and then has like maybe a 6-foot drop off after the ride down the bank. Right. You'd say,
yeah.
Okay.
And then you have to thread the needle through the gate.
Yeah, and then there's the gate that keeps you off the field. There's just like a little area that you can roll through. Otherwise, you're running into the 3.5-foot high fence, rolling hella fast off the mountain that you just came off of.
He did. He ate shit on that one before he got this clip.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, it's in the Warm Gravy trailer.
So this came out several years ago.
Yeah.
Someone else recently did a trick there that got like a lot of attention. I was like in one of his was it like a Shadware?
Oh, did he do something on it?
Yeah, I think he did. I think he did the same trick.
Oh yeah.
But on this part of the rail. So where Moses did it.
Oh, I see. He did the very top one.
Yeah, so Moses did it right here. I think he did it right here. I think he gapped out.
Oh, okay.
And did right there and then popped in. I could be wrong about the placement, but I think it was a Shadware just did, not just, it was probably like last year.
That's sick.
He did that trick, and that's the first thing I thought of when I saw this. I was like, oh, damn, he did it way before that dude did.
Yeah, I guess. Shout out to Dan Stoling. I think he filmed this clip. I wasn't here for this.
Oh, you weren't there?
Yeah, this is, Dan Stowe.
I don't.
Dan Stoling. I think he films like Thrasher stuff. But he was like the Fresno dude.
He seems really excited.
Oh, this clip. CJ's girlfriend flashes the security guard. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh, I did. I did notice that her walking behind. I was curious what was going on there.
Like just like a filler clip of some chick showing her boob to this dude who's not seeing it.
But you could barely tell because it was on a VX, right?
Right. It was kind of far away.
Gotta get on that HD, man.
I could. Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
Did I just open up that can of worms? I'm sorry.
I always film at VX, but I do want an HD camera too.
We'll talk about that later. All right. So that rail. All right. So the next part we have up is, how do I say? That's you, right?
Yeah.
We have this guy in the studio with us right now. How do I say it? Potenti? Mm-hmm. Potenti? Mm-hmm. I said it right. Tony Potenti. All right.
Yeah.
So he's actually sitting on the homie's couch right now. All right. So the first clip, he breaks a handrail. Just straight breaks it. Was that already broken?
It was already broken.
Oh, okay.
I think that was like a gag.
Oh, was it a gag?
Yeah, no, I was just seeing if it was possible. It wasn't.
That's the second broken handrail we've had on the show. We had Brent Bell. He had a 50 on a rail. It was like a down rail that was broken at the very top. So when you first got on it,
it was too wobbly.
And he was talking. I think he was talking about it was really cold that day, so he actually took wax and like molded it and used wax to actually.
No way.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, it was gnarly. Anyways, all right. So here we go. Okay, so in the beginning of everybody's part, we have like a green screen headshot. You could say like a video headshot where it's like the skater just standing there, and they're all either looking at the camera or Tony is like got headphones on and looks like he's like maybe mixing on a DJ board or something. But behind them, you've got this like psychedelic kaleidoscope flame.
Yeah, it's like kind of like
looking lava.
It's a fire tunnel. It's what the clip's called.
Fire tunnel looks almost like lava lampish kaleidoscope. It looks pretty cool. Where'd that thought come from to put that in there?
The whole thing is just I think it was just to get the video along and like kind of just break down what's happening right now. Like, oh, now it's Tony's part.
It's like an easy transition.
Yeah. It was like
it was a cartoon too, but we said that's too kiddish. So
yeah, I was gonna animate. Right, I was gonna animate some stuff, and they were like, no.
You were gonna. They said no to the animation.
Yeah, so last minute I just did this. Then they came over, and it was probably awkward for everyone.
I was gonna ask how they were all there at the same time?
No, they were. I think like Kobe, Moses, and Tony and Jason came at the same time.
So break that down for me. Let's unpack that. You call them over. Walk me through how you explained it and how you actually got them to.
The green screen. Oh shit! I just said, hey, we gotta film this shit for your intros. Like, come over when you can. And they just came over, and in my room, I just like bought this crappy sheet and like stood him in front of it with some crappy lights, and I was like, all right, this is it. Like, do whatever you want. Tony grabbed some headphones that I had laying around and put his on, and it was all like super improv. Like, I didn't even like direct really. I was just like, okay, like here's your intro.
So they didn't give you any shit, nothing. They just kind of just were all right, whatever, let's do it.
Maybe
I mean, I didn't want to do it, but
yeah, they were kind of.
But like, you went with it.
You have to do it if you want.
See,
I mean, there has to be
the motivation pushed them through it.
See, these motherfuckers I be filming with, dude, they give me so much shit. I try to get them to do something in their lives. Why, man? That sounds dumb. It's like, whatever, well, dude, whatever.
I mean, it's better than nothing. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me, honestly. I don't care that much. It's just like I'm so awkward that I don't want to randomly just look into the camera and be like, oh, okay.
I feel it, but you played it perfectly.
Yeah, so I just did whatever I did.
From an outside point of view, I think it's perfect because it shows, it lets me see their face, because that's one thing with a lot of skaters is you don't really get a good look.
Right, the trick's happening and you can't see.
Yeah, you don't really necessarily see what they look like in their element. You might see them in like a quick but that's whatever. But this is a cool little just like, hey, this is the guy who you're about to be staring at skate for a while.
Pretty straightforward.
Soak it in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. All right, let's see.
Have you been to this spot? It's in Sac, right?
Is this spot in Sac?
Yeah.
Where is? I don't think I've ever been to that spot. I've been to that spot. I know where that is.
Some kid on BART told me that this was his favorite clip ever filmed.
Really?
I had to throw that in.
This one right here?
The fakey frontside flip and.
It sucks. If you go there and see it, you're like, why did he even?
You fell that day.
So
you can see blood on his board.
Switch frontside flip?
Right there.
Regular frontside flip. Oh, damn.
You see that blood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened there?
The ground's shitty, dude.
The ground's just shitty.
The landing was really bad, yeah.
So I really like your style, Tony. I just wanted to say that. You got a good, strong Hesh style. Like, it shows a lot of power, but still good smoothness, Exactly. That's fucking nailed it, dude. If you guys couldn't hear it, it's like watching Corey Duffel. If like Corey Duffel and Jerry Sue had a baby, and that baby was in the studio, his name would be Tony.
That 3 flip he did was on the freeway. This clip is on Christmas Day.
Hold on, let's go back to that 3 flip on the freeway.
Yeah, it's on the.
Dude, so is that like a on ramp?
Yeah.
So it's one of those big concrete hips on an on ramp. And
so good. It's like treacherous.
And Tony's just going to be like, hey, I'm going to tray flip it. Don't mind the traffic above me. I have a spotter. And then this is a really cool clip. I like that one. I like this one. Okay, so the last, I'm just...
Joel was there that day for the full cab. It was a trip with Joel.
That's why you popped the hell out of it.
I remember everyone who skated those Converse, your feet would come out of them. Like the heel had nothing here, so your heel would just pop out of them.
I hate that. I can't skate shoes that don't have the rubber, the like the straps that hold the tongue in place so that you can not have laces.
Oh, okay.
I started skating those shoes and now I can't skate anything else because my heel, I just can't. I have to have that protection. But this clip's, I really like this. That ground is super rough and you just pop the shit out of a full cab into traffic. So he goes up a small set, then down a bigger set with a 180 up, full cab down. And then the very next clip is like a bunch of like 3 stairs next to each, like 2 double sets. Looks like 2 double sets of 3s. And on the side of them are these rolling banks. So he used it like a Euro and went up the first set bank and cleared up to all the way up to flat with a backside flip. That was sick. Backside flip.
Yeah.
Now, since you're here, I can ask you: were you trying to go straight to were you trying to stay straight to where you kept rolling up the rest of them, or did you just
No, I don't really do
just
that
hucking
trick,
it?
so I just tried to do a trick. I don't everyone has like the main tricks you do, like certain people.
Yeah.
And then I just tried to not do the certain tricks that I always do, like kickflip, frontside flip, hard flip, everything.
You're like, what don't I do? All right,
yeah, so I was like, I can't backside flip. Let's try that.
All right, that's cool.
You do it and you get OCD and you just eventually land it.
That's sick. Well, it looked good.
You pulled it through.
We got Vario flip down. Is that a little mini double set?
Yeah, that's around here too. That was filmed by Alex Kissinger.
Dude, that guy needs to come on too.
Yeah, he does. Christmas Day line right here.
That's Onion's filmer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's a good filmer.
Or
dude, backlit pop out on a flat bar. Yeah, that's Onion's filmer.
Yeah, but is Onion live in LA now or?
No, he lives out here.
Oh, do they still film with each other? Because I know Alex lives down south.
He filmed the part that Onion and
Red
Onion.
The
Red Onion part. He was like the main filmer there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he still is filmer, right? Because he moved or whatever. But yeah,
hopefully,
Onion just had a baby. His baby was just born.
Onion.
Congratulations, Onion.
And he's pro.
Yeah, well, he's been pro, man.
Oh yeah, of course. He was in a Cold Gravy, I think.
Oh man, there's just so many rails in this part. Big back 180 over a flat gap, over another gap. All right, long back 5-0. We got switch. Is that switch front heel?
Yeah.
Switch big heel.
This spot is so good.
Big flip over a sewer. Just spit it over the whole sewer. Front nose grind. Oh,
those are caps.
Whoa, damn. See, okay, dude, these tricks are happening too fast for me.
Super rapid, right?
I can't even I can barely process.
I know the song's kind of like that. It's like a fast song.
It is a fast song, but okay, so this is a kind of a theory that I wanted to discuss with you a little bit because you seem to be on the opposite end of the spectrum as me. When I do my edits, sometimes, I talk a little shit to myself. I'm sure other people might not like it. I don't know, but I tend to extend my tricks a little bit more, like the landings and I try to be I think I'm trying to be too cinematic about it.
Okay.
But at the same time, that's my style. Is I really like that drawing you into the spot and then smashing you with the trick versus just smash, just killing you with tricks to where you're just you're literally your face melts off. I like to kind of draw you in and show, where's the school of thought there is
I think it's just trying to fit in all that because I had a lot of footage. So I'm just trying to get it all to cram in this one song. And it's kind of how I had to be just time wise and having the clips sync up how I want. I would have to cut away. Just trying to pack it all in. It's what this whole video is pretty much is having so much footage and then just all right, put it all as much as I can, so you can have more to show for it. But I know what you're saying. It's really fast. Some tricks go by and you're still doing tricks. I was processing that last one.
Yeah, and I just missed 3 tricks because I was thinking about whether that was nollie or fakie because I don't skate with this guy, so I don't know what side he skates, and
I totally know where you're coming from.
And it's not just you. It's I see that constantly, and I think it has a lot to do with the Instagram generation is let me see if I can get 15 tricks in 60 seconds. It's fuck, that's so many tricks. I have a hard time with it.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's does it make you not want to watch it again, or does it make you want to watch it again? Okay.
No, because I know I'm not gonna catch it the second time around either, because it's still happening too fast.
Right.
know?
Okay.
And I'm not saying that I can't keep up with this. I'm just saying there are some that, certain sections where where your eyes almost gloss over. You're just kind of like,
I can see that. Yeah.
whoa, shit. And then a slower trick, something slow-mo. And then you're like, okay, now I'm drawing back in and you're like paying attention again. And that just might be a personal problem with me, but I just kind of like, like my face melts off a little bit and I have to like put it back on. And then I'm like, okay, all right, I'm back in the video.
Yeah. That is distracting if your face melts off.
Oh, man. All right, so we got just like a barrage of tricks being thrown. All of these parts are posted online. You can look up, you can just type in hot gravy skateboarding into YouTube and you will find all of the parts. You type in cold gravy, warm gravy, any of those, and you will find plenty of content to watch to melt your face.
Right on. Dude, that kickflip was amazing.
The whole part's pretty much amazing.
Yeah.
That's a rugged spot. Little big spin onto. Oh, man. See, and I don't even mind the hand touches.
I don't care.
I don't even mind it. I think that fits your style. I think it fits your style so appropriately.
The steezy hand touch.
All right. So I have to ask, out of all the things I just saw, this one is the ender.
Yeah.
Now, no disrespect to this trick. Just let me throw that because that's obviously fucking, I can't do that. That's a banger. But just out of curiosity, how did this one end up as the ender?
I think it was like a combination of Tony being really good at that trick and the spot being kind of cool and the way that Bob, the filmer, filmed this clip. He just zooms in kind of, it seems like an easy clip to transition into something else.
So not necessarily because the trick was so great, but that the clip, the trick, everything worked in appropriation with each other to end the part.
Right.
Okay, I can dig it. Do you like that as your ender?
I didn't even know that was my ender, honestly. But,
So
it was cool. I did the trick good. Usually, when it's time to do an ender, anyways, I get skate block, like skater's block, where I just don't know what to do it on. I don't know what to do. Everyone's saying, "Oh, it's hard flip back, whoop," something like, "Oh," it's like I don't know. It's just I get to the point where I don't even care. It is what it is. It's a skate video.
Yeah.
So for people who can't see, it's like a handicap ramp to flat down like a little 2 or 3 stair, and he goes up the little ramp, board slide, big spin, shove.
Board slide, hard shove,
That's
or something.
Another spot that someone made skatable.
Yeah, someone cut the rail.
They cut because normally the rail would go up the ramp flat and then down and kink down the little 2 stair, but somebody cut the down kink off, so you just have a up flat drop off.
I think it went. It would come up and then it 90 degreed. So someone cut the 90 degree that went that way. So there's a little nub on right where he's board sliding through.
I think it kinked down this way.
No, it kinked back in like a V.
Oh, like that?
No, back in. It was weird.
Oh, weird. Yeah, that's a weird rail. Oh, I see, like that.
No, like
was it
literally
like
back in.
Like towards into like 90 towards him.
That seems like a hazard.
It was. I didn't do it, but
that doesn't seem like it's helping anybody.
Thank you, whoever cut that rail.
Yeah, so you guys cut it off to make it safer.
That school's abandoned now?
It's abandoned? So you could just skate that anytime?
Yeah, I seen Jamie Foy skated it.
Well, that's cool. All right. Well, if you want to know where it's at, hit these guys up. We're not gonna say it on there, but you can hit them up. All right. So then after this, we have the homie session, right?
I think so.
The friends section. Oh man. So we're listening to a couple of old, disabled-looking, crazy people in hoodies and flip-flops.
That was crazy. Tony tried to break it up, but it went on for a long time.
You tried to get in the middle of that?
Yeah, I don't know why I was trying to be a good person.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. I would have just filmed it. I would have just watched that. You don't get up in other people's business because that's how you get punched in the face for nothing. Especially, was that out in the bay?
That was in Oakland,
yeah, Oakland.
In Oakland? Oh,
Yeah.
hell no. You
I'm
don't.
not afraid
It
to
was
get
two
places like
ladies
this.
No.
arguing.
No, because one of them's got a gun in her purse.
Probably. She literally said, "Oh, we're gonna kill that bitch."
Yeah, that's not a place I want to get into anything with anybody. All right, so let's check out the friends section here. We got
Logan.
Time for your your shout outs.
That was Logan. Well, there's like so many tricks in this.
There's a fat tray flip
Look,
down.
who's laying down like that? I don't know who it is. Was that Lee?
Someone. We were like 3 crews deep right there that
Oh,
day.
yeah.
We got-
Jonathan
We
Perez
had,
was
like,
there.
the little
Desmond.
John Perez, and then
We got a
their
back
crew,
180
and
down
then
the gap.
Bob's crew, and then our crew.
Switchback 180. Sorry. And then no, I frontside flip.
You know what's funny is Logan landed the switch tray and Bob was filming it, and then Bob went to go congratulate Logan, and then you can hear Nike, the guy who does the nollie back flip, he's like saying, Bob, like come back and film me, and then he just goes anyway and lands it. Like,
all right, so we have what we're watching here is a crazy little session down like a nice little dirt gap, and 3 tricks back to back. It goes switch tray, switch back 180, and then nollie backside flip.
right.
I think it's a nollie frontside flip, but nollie backside flip. We're not going to get into that argument. Don't worry.
Okay.
There is an argument.
We're not gonna go there.
Backside flip.
We're not going to go in there. We've gotten into that argument too many times on the show already, so people are probably like, "Don't do it."
Well, you can call it a nollie frontside flip. I don't care.
I think whoever landed it can call it whatever they want.
Right. That makes more
So-
sense. Switch back 180.
So whoever landed it, you can call it whatever you want.
That was such a sick session that day.
Oh, so that's Bob the filmer right there.
No, that's
Right,
that's
you
a
can see him walking back with his camera all bummed. He's like, "Oh shit, I'm missing it."
yeah,
oh, that
right
guy.
there.
There's Bob the
There's
filmer.
old
Okay.
black.
Yeah, there is a.
Who is that filmer? The other filmer?
Dude, there's a lot
The
of people
homie?
there.
Is that what's it called, friend? Or no? Right
There's
there?
there's a crazy amount of
that's
people
that
there.
Sam guy?
Sam? Oh, Sam Chow or
Ooh.
Zhao. Or
Curtis.
Curtis killed it.
Curtis is
He
my
jumped
boy.
off a roof.
Dude, so he kickflips off a roof onto a shed, and then
Yeah.
from the the shed's actually taller than the roof, so he kickflips up onto the shed, and then bonelesses off the shed to flat, and looks relieved because it probably took him a few tries.
It took him
He
a
probably
while. Yeah.
he probably ate some shit doing it.
He landed one, a little sketch, and then he wanted to do another one.
Of course he did. That's Curtis.
Yeah.
Sometimes he likes to do 3 or 4.
Good.
Do you know Curtis?
Yeah, I know
You
Curtis.
film with him a lot?
Not as much as I would like to, but I have like filmed with him and skated with the park with him. He's from around where I live, so
Curtis, I can actually say I know Curtis.
you know.
I know Curtis pretty well.
How long have you known him?
I've been filming with him for like 4 years now.
Oh, okay.
He rides for Orbit, and
Yeah, didn't he work there too?
Yeah, he
for-
worked for. He still works there every now and then, but yeah, that's how I know him. Is I got hooked up with. I'm the Orbit filmer, and he's a team rider. So we've been filming together. We did a movie, like a full movie together.
Oh, no shit.
I've been with Curtis a long time.
Shout out Curtis.
I like Curtis. He's a cool dude.
He's really chill.
He's one of the most interesting characters.
I bet.
All right,
That's
Who do we-
BC. He's the man. Hayward legend.
Hayward legend.
Yeah, little Jose. That's our
All right.
homie from Germany. Pierre is fucking sick. This
All
guy
right.
sucks.
Oh, here we go. I recognize that guy. Oh.
That actually took me way too long.
Oh, so you can
Yeah.
skate. Okay.
Yeah, that's,
Oh,
that's not me anymore.
James Ryan.
Yeah.
I know that guy. I met that guy one time.
Yeah. He's a
But
skate rat, dude.
we're friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
So whereas like I know a little bit of like the insight to how he thinks because I see his posts and I interact with him a little bit online.
Yeah.
I've met him I think in San Fran probably like 6 years ago, and we were just skating this random spot, and he just was like cruising by on his board, and was like it was like a brand new 4-block that had just got built at some school, and he just happened to be skating by while we were sessioning. And he just stopped and was like, "Oh shit, what up?" Had his VX in his backpack, just like popped out
damn,
and started
the
filming.
homie, yeah.
And that's how we met him. And then we like hooked up on Facebook. And I haven't seen him since, but that's
I feel like I know him more on Facebook than in real life, but he's cool.
he talks about chicks a lot.
That's good.
He's always posting about chicks that he met.
You know, he had a full part in Hot Gravy, but it's in the bonus section on the DVD. He had he sent me like a full
Really?
part. In
He's
this.
good.
Yeah, he's good. He's a skate rat, dude.
Yeah, he's fucking good.
That guy's good. The back over this.
Who's that?
The Brandon Reboja. Like, he's been good for a very long time. And
yeah, that's a crazy little trick. Was this like a 12 back over crook?
Yeah, someone else. Oh. Who else did that back over crook?
And then was that the same dude that did nollie over crook?
Yeah, on that nollie over crook, you can't tell, but the rail is broken. Like on the bottom where it connects into the rail that goes down. It's
broken down there.
It's up there. Like where he's coming out of. There's nothing there but
you see it. You see it bounce.
Yeah,
you see it bounce like right there.
Rock in there.
Okay, so what he's talking about is it's a handrail down like a 9 or 10 stair, and at the very bottom where the support comes up from the ground to meet the rail that's going down the set is no longer connected. So as you're going down, when you go to pop off, you can see it like bounce and lift up a little bit when he comes off of it.
Yeah, whoever cut that rail, I don't know who it was, but they fucked up.
Oh, that's so gnarly.
That's Jose's only trick in the video, but that shout out Jose Ruiz, he's so good.
Jose?
Yeah, that rail is so steep and you have to gap out to it.
Oh, jeez.
That's Cal State. Matt Beaton.
Oh yeah, I know Matt. Matt's a cool dude.
Yeah.
He's supposed to come on the show.
Oh, I can't wait.
He said he's working on a part.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, it's probably going to be so good.
Him and Jerome have been working on a part.
It is going to be so good.
I know. I can't wait. Once that hits, then he said he'll come on. And I'm gonna bug him until he does come on.
Yeah,
because he put me through enough shit at Epic that he owes me.
What did he do at Epic? He got for free and shit.
No, he was just one of those kids that just hated having his helmet buckled.
Oh, you were talking about that on another episode.
He was just, and I don't blame him. I wouldn't have wanted it either. But
I did the same.
My boss would always yell at me to go yell at him, which would piss me off, which would translate into me yelling at him.
Yeah, you didn't want to do that.
Well, he always wanted to play the, my headphones were in, bro. I didn't hear you. And I'm like, bullshit, you fucking heard me.
Typical.
Everybody in the fucking park heard me, bro. But no, so he owes me one. Matt, you better come on.
That's funny, Matt. You do owe him.
Was that Gary?
No, that was the homie. I think that's like, whose cousin is that? Sherman? Yeah.
See, it's a VX. I can't tell.
Yeah. Well, this line was really good.
I see this guy at Town Park all the time.
DeMondre?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He's good.
I didn't know he still skated.
He's good.
He's really good. And he can come, like, not skate, come out and just get something really sick.
Pretty much every time I go to, like, a contest or something at Town Park, I see him there. And he kills it. I'm pretty sure he's probably still in those same pants, too. I swear I've seen him dressed just like that.
Yeah, he's so good. He's so
super good.
Gnarly good. There's like stuff that if he would have landed.
Okay, so this line right here is just for the people who don't skate. I don't think you realize how hard a line like this is.
Back to back flip tricks downhill.
And we see a few of your guys have tricks here. And
how does that spot? What do you think about this spot?
I think it's awesome.
I think it's awesome too. I think it looks cool. But some of the skaters like that spot's kind of like.
Well, those are the skaters that aren't confident in their
flat ground.
In their flat ground.
Maybe.
No, definitely. Because I'll tell you, I would maybe have. I'm pretty confident in my flat ground, and I think I maybe would have like one line, maybe two that I could do like 3 in a row like that down the gaps with no push. Because that's scary to go. Because it's kind of downhill.
Yeah, you start cooking after like. Especially the second trick.
So for people who can't see it, it's a sidewalk where there's 3 planters, like 3 cutouts where there was supposed to be a tree, I'm assuming, planted back to back. And, you have just enough time to land the trick, situate, and then do the next one, and then situate, and then do the next one. And it's slightly downhill. So once you hit that third one, when your legs are a little tired and you're a little wobbly, you're going the fastest.
You got to pull the trigger right.
So that's why for people who don't really skate things like this or don't skate at all or whatever, don't quite understand the physics of this. This is, in my opinion, hucking down a big 15 is hard, but it takes more balls than it is skill. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's a lot of skill. Obviously, I'm not going to downgrade that at all.
Balls,
But I think balls come first. Skill, if you have the skill, you need the balls. If you don't have the balls and you have the skill, you know what I mean? Like, you need the balls to go down a 15.
Yeah,
you could be the most skillful rider ever, but if you don't have the guts to huck down that, you'll never do it. Versus something like this, the average skater could ollie it 3 times and skate it. You know what I mean? A 180, whatever. But to do a legit 3 flip tricks back to back is fucking terrifying. That's
it is pretty hard to do.
There's so much skill, so much skill involved to do it right. You know what I mean? So he does,
especially front big spin regular at the end. I can't really do them regular. I don't understand how he's so good at that, pulling it all the way around like that.
Yeah. So he goes heel flip, varial flip, front big,
with holes in his pants, looking hecka sick.
That's a good line. I know we're gonna revisit that gap again later on in the video.
Oh my gosh! Don't look.
Oh
my gosh!
It's beautiful. He's doing big things now.
Oh, I know.
Jonathan Perez.
Is he gonna be in like a movie or something? Or
no, he got on. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know his workings, but I know that he just got on with Max Allure.
What's that?
Carl Watson's new company.
Oh, okay, right on.
His new board company. He's one of the 5 guys that's riding for Carl.
Good for him. Yeah,
and
so good,
dude. That because he's always been good, and he's another guy that I've met in passing because he's friends with people that I'm friends with. So we've met, we know each other, but never really like filmed with him or like kicked it with him, skated with him. But I've just watched him at Town Park wherever we go, I see him. He's fucking good. And then when he got put on with Carl, all of a sudden I think it was like there was just like a element that he needed. Oh, the guys around him needed to change just a little bit something, but he just turned it on. Like all of a sudden the footage I'm seeing from him now, even just the Instagram clips are like, where the fuck did that come from? Oh my God, he's so good.
What he just posted, like a nollie heel crook down Somo rail, the park.
Yeah.
Just like probably was super easy for him.
Yeah. So anyways,
this guy.
Who's this guy?
Danny Nguyen, Dank Tank.
Dank Tank?
He's so good. You know Dank Tank?
I don't.
Oh man. He got hurt, but he's back now. This Matt Lane, so good.
Big 50 on the Mesa hubba. Man, this is a crazy friends section.
Yeah.
Front tail shove, tail fakie.
Foot plant.
Man, kickflip foot plant over a flat rail, gap to back nose grind on electrical box, board slide down a gnarly rail with that big flat kink.
Yeah, Matt's like in this version.
Oh, Adam Emery.
Oh, there he is.
Huge half cab over a bump to bar to a huge back 180 over a bump to bar. Switch hard flip. This dude's a beast.
Killing it.
Fucking
he's always been
the bionic man. I'm trying to get him on the show too.
Yeah, you should definitely get Adam. He's been around.
Stop dodging me, Adam. No, I think he works a lot or something.
Yeah.
We've been trying to figure out a date, and we just kind of keep missing each other. We'll get him on. Don't worry, people. He'll be on the show. I'm going to make him wear his elbow brace on the show, too.
Do it, Adam. Hey, I grew up skating with this guy, Cano Cardenas. Oh, there's Matty Hunt.
Man. All right, you guys got to go watch the friends section because these tricks are happening so fast. It's impossible.
That's Daniel Mucho, the photographer.
Oh,
Big
yeah?
old kickflip.
Damn, he could skate too, huh?
Oh, this guy is so OG. He's from Cali Skates. Marcos. Muff.
This rail is insane.
Yeah.
So it's like a 13 rail with a kink that's knobbed.
Yeah, it's supposed to be knobbed, but not for D. Back 50. So
I don't know if you guys can hear that in the audio, but and he just back 50'd it like a boss.
Yeah, he ate shit on that before.
So I filmed on the other rail.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
over
other
there.
one. Yeah.
My guy Zach Shaner got did board slide. He did board slide fakie on the flatter rail,
mm-hmm.
and he was looking at this one. And he wanted to tail slide it.
Ooh.
He wanted to tail slide it.
Dude, that's the one.
He's like, dude, I got it. And he tried it a couple times, and he just like he'd already busted his ass on the board slide fakie. So he was like a little kind of done. And he's like, he got into it like a couple times, but wasn't like committing. I was like, like let's go. And then hit me up like, maybe like 6 months ago, just randomly. Like we barely even film with each other much anymore, but he just like texted me randomly. He was like, dude, I want to hit that.
He's still thinking about it.
I want to tail slide that rail. And he had to remind me what rail. He was like, I want to tail slide that rail. I'm like, what rail? He's like, that 13 with the kinks and the knobs. And I was like, what rail are you talking about? He had to like call me and was like, dude, that rail that's next to the one. I was like, fuck, you're still thinking about that rail? Like, you want to board slide that rail or a tail slide that rail? Yeah. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. That rail's gnarly. And then I see this and I'm like, I don't know, man. I think
he tried it already. Like, he's got to go back and get it.
Well, especially now because his skating is elevated like massively since the last time we filmed together.
Oh yeah.
So I almost want to do like a whole nother part for him, just because his skating is.
Hell yeah, do that.
Elevated, dude. Who's got crabs?
Jose has a lot of crabs.
Or does his mom have crabs?
No, that's actually Tony's mom. She probably hates that she's in the video.
Dude,
she doesn't like to be filmed. But Jose lived with Tony for a while.
That's your mom?
Yeah, my house was like the skateboard adoption house for skaters. Like,
yeah.
We'd adopt every skater.
Is that how you guys got crabs?
It was a tight knit community, and
people who are only listening are like, dude, what the fuck is this guy talking about? They're showing like his mom like cooking in the kitchen. He's in the kitchen. They have a sink full of delicious looking giant crabs that they're about to.
We call Jose crab too. That's why
they're about to murder. They're about to murder those things.
They are going to eat them. Just to reiterate what Tony was saying, Tony's house was literally the skate house. Like,
yeah?
Yeah.
Your mom was cool with it?
I don't know. After a while.
It's not like that anymore. Now it's just like the dead zone. I love it. Like, I love that it's quiet. Like, you know, everyone goes home after skating. My house was never like that. It's like still everyone's over. It's constantly a sleepover, couches, like anywhere, everywhere.
Yeah,
that could get annoying real quick.
It's annoying, but I did it for like 8 years. That's why it got annoying. It's like it never ended. It's like it just kept, it's good.
I can imagine
But I mean, I don't care at the same time. But it's like fuck, it has to end one day.
I feel you because being a team manager, that was my house. For like 5 or 6 years, it was like, fuck.
I definitely team managed for many years.
Definitely, it definitely like helped, and I appreciate it a lot.
All right, so how do I say that last name? Cuevas?
I say Cuevas, but I don't really care.
I'm just going to call him Jose. Sorry, Jose, I can't pronounce your last name. Cuevas? Cuevas?
Jose Cuevas?
So white. Dude, so this guy's got a gnarly style.
What do you mean?
It's good.
Yeah. Do you think he's like Malto? Everyone says, oh, he's Malto.
He is, yeah. But, okay, so when I watched this, I didn't think that. But when you said that, I'm like, okay, yeah, it is Malto. But I almost think his style is better.
You think so?
Malto's good. Obviously, Malto's a better skater. He's whatever. But his style is clean, and there's like a little bit of steez there. I feel like he pushes it a little further. You know what I mean? Like just like on like the nollie flip that he does. Let's see, we'll get there. But he I know
what nollie flip you're talking about.
He just pushes. Yeah. It looks like he just pushes things a little bit harder, a little bit further.
The tricks that he could do really good.
It's so cool. So the first line that he does is just beauty. It goes front 50. There's 2 flat bars that you have to pop in and out of. There's no drop off. So front 50, back 180. So it's like an alley-oop, back 180. Then he goes half cab flip to turn around. Then he does front feeble, front 180, alley-oop, front 180. So he goes, oh, man.
He did that really quick. I think he went to get that line before and couldn't do it. And then when we went back, he got it really fast.
Well, because he'd been probably just thinking about it.
Yeah, I think that really helps if you're thinking about it. Like, but a funny thing about that spot is at like a lake. You know where the Fremont Park is? It's literally right there. You go into the park and there's just a playground, and around the whole playground is just flat
rails.
bars. Yeah.
All right, and then so here we are back at that flat gap spot, the 3 flat gaps back to back.
That's what we call it, 3 flats.
3 flats, dude. This line is intense.
I love this line.
We go 3 shove or impossible frontside flip, and then switch backside flip.
Yeah.
Boned, and then switch
almost
flip.
Hits me, right there.
And then switch flip like right into the camera, like right there. That's what I mean by pushing it a little further than Malto does. Where I feel like that, and even the switch backside flip. We're watching it in slow motion here. So, I mean, look at that. Did you see that?
He's good at that. He did that down the courthouse in Oakland.
The leg. So I'm gonna pause it right. Look at that.
Dude, I mean, he does do it like stretched out like a kung fu artist.
His flick leg is, I mean, look at that.
That's
so for people who can't see it,
what? It's like a wow.
That's just like that is the stretch as far out as you can push your leg without dislocating your knee to flick that switch backside flip. You should tell him to be careful. He might flick his leg off.
All right, I'll tell him you said that.
It's beautiful. I mean, and he does it so quick, like right here. When you watch it, you don't barely even notice it, that he just pushes it so hard. And I love it. He's a great skater.
Heck yeah, Jose.
I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that if he listens. Oh man, kickflip up, alley-oop back 180 over a rail.
This spot's
180
gone right here.
Is it? That's like
yeah, they took the angle iron off.
Oh, bummer. Oh, so the angle iron was on some like public benches. There was like on the sidewalk.
Someone put it on there.
And somebody just came and screwed. They were wood benches, and somebody just screwed some angle iron on there for us. Okay, so this line right here is
this is the nollie flip you're talking about.
A great example. Yeah. Let's look at this real quick, because just fully stretched tray flip up the curb, and then fully extorted freaking dolly flip. Oh my god! Like I don't think you can.
He's good at that trick. He's good at a lot of tricks.
So picture, if you can't see this, picture you do a nollie flip and you try to kick yourself in the butt with both feet after you flick the nollie flip. Like pull your legs that high up, and I mean this guy's just like, I think he could have kicked himself in the butt because with his front leg he could have just like popped right up in there, and then back to back with a switch flip. See, that happened so fast I could barely even register how far he. I mean, so when he does this switch flip, it's down like a big dirt gap, and when he does the switch flip, he's like sideways in the air when he catches it. Like he's not even up and down. He like throws it so far out in front of him that he's got to go like completely almost horizontal to catch it and then bring it back to him to land. I mean, that's
some ninja shit.
God damn. Fucking ninja, dude.
You know what's funny about this guy is he just like inserted himself into our crew, and it was like so fluent. Like he came, we had a game of skate, and everyone was in it. I think I beat Tony.
Yeah, I got mad.
So I blow through Tony and Lee, I believe. No, they would whoop me any other day. But he came to it, and I knew who he was, and I'd seen him around. So I make it to the finals, and he makes it to the finals, and he just aces me, like shuts me down.
With his hands in
All
his
he
pockets.
had to do was like nollie flips and switch flips. But and then after that, he started coming filming with us and just became one of us. And he's hella sick.
I'll say with Steez like that, you probably were like, hey, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I was like, you should come film with us.
What's up, dude?
I think he was filming with Diego or at the time or something.
Dude, his switch game's strong, too. Switch flip, nose manual. Dude,
yeah, that spot's gone now. They put a fence there.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
That was like
it's on mission.
Like a Big O tires or something like that.
He switched
fakey
flip.
flip.
That oh, so good.
He's...
You ever skate Embarcadero like this when it's drained?
No. Whoa.
Crazy.
The Embarcadero fountain with no water. We're skating in the middle of that. Man.
Jaquan.
So how cool is it to skate with guys that can just link tricks for days?
It's fun. It's just like what you would want. I feel like I was blessed with like so many good skaters. But yeah, Jose is one of those dudes where it's like he won't mess up on his setup trick that much. And then he'll probably, depending on the trick he picks, he'll probably pull it out pretty fast.
I don't even know what that's like.
Dude. I mean, yeah, fuck, I can imagine.
I've got some dudes that rip. I've filmed with some guys that are really, really talented, but the majority of them take a minute. You know, rarely will we get a trick in a couple of tries and walk away. Or especially most of the guys that I've filmed with that are the heaviest hitters are like banger, throw down bangers. Whereas when it comes to doing a line, I've got like one or two guys that are amazing at flat ground. I don't know if you know Chris Gwen. Chris Gwen's, you don't know who he is, but you should, because he's fucking amazing, but he doesn't film that much because he gets like camera shy. And he's just not into filming.
Chris Gwen?
Yeah. Tofi Toes 916. He was on the show. You can go look him up.
Right.
Amazing, dude. He's got like every flip trick into manuals. He's doing like one-wheeled nose manuals.
Yeah, it sucks when people are like that. You want them to get hecka footage because they're so good, and then it just never works out.
He can literally go to Mather, and he can start at one end, do a trick on a ledge, and from that trick, go to manual to another trick to manual to another trick.
Oh, like Tony.
Like he could literally go the whole length of the park without putting all four wheels down and do a trick on something the entire way. Like,
damn, Chris.
With flip tricks, I mean, he's super gnarly, but where I was going was I don't have very many guys that are just like that consistent, that are just like, all right, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and 5 minutes later they're looking at the footage like, all right, cool, I think that was cool.
Right, I can imagine. I mean, me personally, it would take me forever to get a clip. I would have to try so many times and stuff.
Me too. Man, this guy's part just keeps going on too. Got a little Smith kickflip out. We got back tail big spin.
B Street ledges.
The B Street ledges, and then switch front big spin.
This
and then nose grind revert. Oh, and you think, oh no, the line's not done yet. We're gonna go switch heel.
Yeah, let me just throw in this.
Oh, the line's not done yet. Oh no, switch back tail back to regular or back to switch.
I've never done a switchback tail in my life, but he'll just.
So that line is why I brought up that question, because this is like most people would have stopped like 5 tricks ago. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that biggie out of the tail slide.
Right there, it's like,
it
yeah, back tail big spin. That's like, okay, that's my single trick. But he's like, no, I'm gonna start my line with that. I'm gonna go switch front big.
He's the dude that will film a line and then land it and then just keep going with a bunch of flip tricks.
Was this whole line planned?
Yeah, this whole line was planned. He wanted to do one the whole way.
Fucking butter.
Those are some good ledges.
Like, so butter, it makes me angry almost. You know what I mean? Like, you watch a guy like that and you're just like,
yeah, it's like, must be nice.
Yeah, like how hard? I don't even think I could work hard enough to get that good. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, pay all my bills and just give me a skateboard and say, okay, I want you to get this good. Go.
Do this line.
I don't think I could ever get that good. You could give me freaking 50 years of skateboarding 8 hours a day every day, and I don't think I could.
You might be able to pull it off, but after so much effort, where he just had a good day and
I could probably get a line is like where everything that he did, I could probably do a trick there, but not what he did. I could probably do like pop shove it, 180, fakie 180, 50-50, board slide. Done. Yes.
You got it. You got it, Jose. Got it.
Oh man, switch heel, nose manny, fakie flip. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's that Chabot.
I want to look at that again. That's that, and it looked regular. It looked like.
Yep.
Yeah, you had to like look at it a second. Like, is that switch? Yeah, switch heel to switch nose manual to fakie flip out. Beautiful. What's this guy doing these days? Is he pro yet?
He should be. I don't know. He's kind of like taking a break for a second. I know.
I'm just going to pause on that for a second.
Maybe I should have said that was one of the off topics one because.
Okay, we don't want to talk about that.
Yeah,
that's okay. If it's personal, then it's personal. But
yeah.
But I will say that this guy should be doing big things with whatever.
He's so good.
Whatever's going on in your life, buddy, you handle it. But just know that you belong on a skateboard. That's for sure. Only a few people are blessed with the ability to produce stees in that manner.
I agree.
There's only a certain amount of dudes that you see that have that natural flick.
He has a special flick, and I forgot to mention this, but he's from Washington State.
Oh yeah.
I guess he moved down here to skate. I don't know if you saw, but he did switch backside flip the courthouse in Oakland. That long.
Really?
The 10 stair, I think. Yeah. And before he met us, he did that. So good. Yeah, he definitely needs to be on a skateboard.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. We'll whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with, whatever's not whatever. You need to be on a fucking board, bro, because you have been blessed with that flick. Ooh, and the stees that some of us wish and dream of, like, oh.
Yeah, don't waste that.
Like occasionally we'll do a kickflip that just, oh, did you see that? It was ninja.
I did it like Jose.
Oh man. All right, so after So we got Kobe coming up next, right?
Yeah.
Dude, Kobe is a rad dude.
He really is. He's such a nice dude.
Let's see, where's Jose's ender? What do we got?
It's a big flip on
That's
a
right.
double set.
Big flip down the double set. That's right. There it is, right there. So how'd this one work out?
He kind of just said, "I'll just use the big flip for the ender," because it's like there was like the homies cheering for him and stuff. And actually, that's Kobe like cheering for him. So it kind of
works out.
Yeah,
that works though. I mean, it's a dope ass trick. I like how his board's all lit up by the
so it's a camera light.
Yeah, it's a big flip down a big a medium sized double set, and there's like big foliage on both sides, and the other filmer is in the stair set with a light on his camera because it's like the sun had looked like it maybe almost just gone down.
Yeah, it was getting dark,
just past twilight.
Who was that filmer? Elliot Vetcha, yeah. He does Elliot's extras. Oh shit! I just realized that extra in Vetcha. Oh wow. But yeah, that dude Nate Greenwood was there. Greenwood. And they were filming. Eduardo Craig was there. First time I met those guys. There's Nate.
Oh yeah, the guy with the mustache.
Yeah.
That guy's good too.
He's
All right, so then we come right into Mr. Kobe Morris. So I'm also a big fan of Kobe. I've had the pleasure of skating with him a couple of times. I got introduced to him through Curtis and Miguel.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
So those dudes obviously hang out with him all the time. So he'd come around, and I've had the pleasure of meeting him and chatting with him for a little bit. One of the nicest dudes.
Yeah, he's so polite.
So polite. Every time I'm anywhere near, he makes it a point to like come over to me. Right. Hey Keith, how's it going? Shake my hand. Like, how you doing today? Like, everything going?
He's always like a positive like addition to anything. He's like considerate. He's like, hey, do you mind? Or hey, let me take this and put it here. It's like,
do you know what he's doing these days?
No, I see him on Snapchat. I don't know if he's skating a lot, but he's still out there. I don't really know what he's doing, but
because he's another one of those dudes that, well, Jose was blessed with a certain flick, like a very special flick. I feel like Kobe was blessed with a certain power. You know what I mean? Like some people have that flick, and some people have that power. Some people have, whatever. But Kobe's one of those guys who just has like like fucking robot legs.
Yeah, he has a lot of strength, and I mean, he's not the biggest dude, but like strength.
Now, when you say he's not the biggest dude, he's not a big dude at all.
He's not a big dude at all, but I feel like his mindset is like, I'm a fucking.
But he can get onto things that are taller than me.
Yeah, first try.
Like
shit.
He skates shit that's so, and he does it switch. Skates fucking big ass rails switch, like gnarly.
He's definitely good. I love him, dude. He's so good.
And with the amount of power that he puts out comes powerful bails.
Right. He got kind of jacked on this one because he just happened to land in some glass that cut his arm open.
So the opening clip is him on this like downhill sidewalk where there's like a flat bar next to it, and he's trying to do backtail fakie and then switch hill bomb, and he gets it, but as he's rolling down, he kind of nicks the ground, the grass or the dirt, and it throws him into the dirt, and he just happens to get just cut up like crazy.
Some random glass.
And then his headshot, his video headshot pops up with what I think is a perfect portrayal of Kobe. Because when he fades in, he's just smiling super big and just like points at the camera with this like big cheese grin. And that's like, for me, that's how Kobe looks every time I see him. He's just like smiling and he's like, hey, what up?
What's funny about that is like, much like his skating, he did that first try.
I'm sure he did, because that's just Kobe. That's so natural.
It's so good. He captured it good. That spot is like right by my house. No one's ever skated it.
Nobody's ever skated. Did he plan the 50?
I don't think he did.
Okay, so if people can't see, this is like a sewer ditch where there's like not much flat bottom, but two banks on each side, and he rolls up one, rolls up another one, and ollies, and there's like a cutout for like a drain, and he ollies the gap, but then 50s down the side. Oh man, it's so cool.
Yeah, he actually did plan that, but it was so gnarly.
He skates a lot of rails.
This day at Stanford, where he just 50'd, he got like so many clips that day. That was second try back 180.
Well, he's pretty fucking consistent.
Yeah.
I feel like he could have done something better over that.
Yeah, probably.
Out of all the tricks, that's the one I'm gonna have to say.
He was hauling ass though at the
Oh, he was. That was a good trick. Don't get me wrong. But knowing Kobe, I'm like, come on, dude.
Switch 50.
Switch 50. Switch back 50.
This song he used, I asked him, "Oh, what song? You know, like you have a song in mind?" And he told me this song, and I found out later that he had like planned to use this song with our homie Alex, and he kind of just like, "Oh, let's use it for this." But felt kind of bad for Alex, but it's just a song. This switch flip.
Yeah, what was up with that?
I just think
You didn't make him redo it?
Nah.
I would have stopped him right there. I'd be like, nope. Nope. I'm an asshole, though. I'm like,
it's definitely like a unique switch flip. I always
unique switch flip. That's a good way to put it.
I always like note it when I see it. Ugh.
It's like you could tell he doesn't do them because he like hella pushes it down.
Right.
But he skates switch so well that it's weird that he doesn't have a really good switch flip. That's true. That's like I said, he's got the power.
Got the Jose technicality, and then some people got the Moses Kobe just huck.
Right. This switch front board.
Yeah, done like an 8 rail, like a tall 8 rail. You got backsmith.
His backsmiths are so sick.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew Kobe since he was a little kid. He used to just drop it and just fall straight into the concrete and get up and do it again. He's like, "You guys want to go skate?"
Yeah, I remember seeing him as a little kid, and he dropped in on the B Street like fountain thing, and I have the clip somewhere. I just cannot find it, but it's the gnarliest like Bam Margera like into and like
he's
a sketchy.
He's just a midget still, like he's little, like little kid still.
That's crazy. Yeah, ever since I've met him, I've known him for the same amount of time that I've known Curtis, so like 4 to 6 years, somewhere around there, and he's always been a hucker. Just fuck it, I'll do it.
If he like wants to try it, he'll get it really quick.
So this clip right here,
we were cruising down in Oakland somewhere and randomly found that with Jason.
And who's this guy?
That's Jason Ross.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, I thought that was like the owner of the house or something.
That would be awesome.
Because he's just standing there laughing all goofy and shit.
Yeah. Oh, it's at my house.
And just like the way he's standing and shit, I feel like he was like taking his garbage out or something. And
I think he was laughing because he did it so fast.
Oh.
This is retarded.
Dude, the switch no slide. Dude.
Well, first of all, just an all switch line.
Yeah, the pole jam
is something that's like sought after. I mean, for me, I'm like, oh, dude, I want to figure out what I could do, like work on switch tricks so I could get like an all switch line. It'd be so gnarly. And I'm thinking like maybe a switch flip trick and then like a switch trick on a ledge. Like be a good all switch line.
No push.
This dude's like, no, that's not good enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna go downhill switch.
So I'm gonna go as fast as I can, and I'm gonna switch Wally. I'm gonna switch Wally this gnarly rail, or gnarly like parking pole. Then I'm just gonna bomb down a little hill switch, and then I'm gonna switch nose slide a rail, like a handrail.
Yeah.
Not a fuck a ledge. I'm gonna do a handrail switch.
I don't understand the switch nose slides like that.
Fucking crazy, Kobe. Well, I do understand switch nose slides a little bit because I could do like switch crooks and switch nose slides. It's like the one good switch trick that I can do.
Okay, yeah.
So that's I could maybe see myself trying that, but the switch Wally, oh man, no thank you. I'll say that, no thank you, especially going that fast. And he does that front blunt,
back blunt,
pop out down a 3 stair. See, tricks are happening so fast they melt my brain.
Right. That's the Stanford day. He just killed it, dude. He got like 4 or 5 clips.
Dude, this is a perfect example of how he just goes for it, dude. Most people, I don't know, would like try to catch themselves, but I feel like he like started to slip out and was like, "No, I got it."
Yeah, it's funny how he's just like not dying.
So it's you said that Stanford rail.
Yeah.
So
barely any runway.
Yeah, he has to like one of those runways where you have to like curve into the rail.
Yeah.
He's trying front 50, and he shoots out. The board shoots out onto the opposite side of the rail. So normally you would think that it would like catch your knees, you'd go to your back or your head on the stairs, but he literally like just tries to stay committed, slips out, and ends up like sliding down the rail on his back and comes out of it like
that's
barely
like a trick.
Oh man!
Oh, this clip.
And then front nose is that the Stanford hubba?
Yeah,
right? Yeah, that big Stanford hubba does front nose down it. That's
dude,
fantastic.
This was first try.
And then First try. Shut the fuck up.
Got out of the car and he did it first try.
So Cameron, you can
He's
relate.
still setting up his.
He's still setting up his light. Okay, so Cameron, you can relate with me. So when we used to work at Epic Indoor Skate Park, and this is from where we come from. We would literally pass that rail every day.
Oh, okay.
And so we just drive by it, and
Joke
you know
about it. Like someone did
No
that.
way.
Yeah, that's what we did.
And so one day there's a ledge. I don't know if you know, there's like a ledge. It's a bank, and on the back side of the bank there's like a little planter ledge.
Oh, okay.
That was skatable for a little bit. And I was there with one of my other homies just like skating that ledge. And I like walked over to it and I saw grind marks. And I'm looking at them like, no. I'm like, no. And it was all the way, you know, and this is a gnarly kink rail. It's like a 5 flat 5 that has a really long extended flat part. And it's a square rail that the 2 kinks are like crazy steep. They're like,
it's quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quick.
they're real kinky. And when you get to the flat and then you go down and then there's the kink at the very bottom as well.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking just impossible rail. And I always looked at it like, oh, I wonder if someone would just go super fast and maybe like crook pop out the flat part. You know, that's
That'd
what
be
I'm like.
tight,
That's more, that seems more reasonable than a 50-50. And so then I saw the grind marks and I'm thinking, no fucking way. And I forget who said it. Somebody told me, oh yeah, that Eureka rail just got, somebody hit that Eureka rail. I'm like, bullshit, no way. And then I see this and I'm like, oh, I know that guy.
He was actually trying to do the whole rail, but he popped out.
Oh, he did pop out.
Yeah.
Well, fucking,
he had to.
who cares?
It's crazy.
And then he board slide fakies up
Up the DMV rail. This
Oh my
spot
God.
that trick kind of goes by too fast. That crook. It's such a good crook.
Just want to hear it. Yeah,
Little gap
so it's
to
a
it.
gap out. So
It's like that Cairo rail. He skated it. I think he back 5-0'd it in like some old Trans World video.
Yeah, that's a gnarly rail. Gap out down like a 8. Then we got back lip down like a 12, 13.
This was.
And then we got this gnarly fakey ollie down a gap into like a sewer bank.
Yeah.
And then there's like no runway when you land. So he had to like jump into some weeds.
This was first try.
And then his ender, first try?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I know.
So I was going to say, let's have Kobe on, but we wouldn't have anything to talk about. We'd just be
Oh,
like, oh, it's
shit.
first try. Oh, what about this one? Oh, it was first try.
Oh
No,
shit.
that one. That was second try.
Totally breaking it down.
All right, and we're gonna wrap it up, guys. Here we go.
It's like it.
I could see him giving me an answer, just being like, "I'm gonna be like, dude, so how'd you hit that rail?" I'd just be like, "Well, I just like rolled up to it and just like ollied and I grinded it and then I just kind of rolled away."
That's probably something he would say. Just that easy for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this dude is just gnarly. So it's a big 50 on. Was that like a 18?
Something like that. I guess
I
we
think
can
that's
count
20, dude.
It could be 20. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it looks probably about 20, 21, somewhere
Yeah.
around there. That is insane.
Kobe,
And I like how you have the they have like a sign taped over, because at the landing there's like those yellow bumpies, and they have like a sign and something taped over it, and he rolls like right next to it.
he doesn't
Over
even
the
use it.
he still rolls over the yellow bumpies, just like right next to the sign.
Yeah, Kobe came in late on the project. He filmed his part maybe in 2 months.
I believe it. Everything was first try.
Yeah, he got so many clips a day.
All right, we're out of here. I'm not trying to bother anybody.
Oh man, this guy was ready for a fight. So there, the little kick out clip where to end Kobe's part. This guy comes out and he's just got angry face. He's got angry fucking face. And then you guys instantly are like,
All right, we're out of here.
all right, we're out of here. And he like,
Diffuse him.
yeah, he just like he like comes out all scowling and he's like, you guys need to leave. And somebody off to the left is just like, all right, dude, yeah, we'll we're taking off right now. And then he just like freezes. Oh, okay.
I didn't expect you to be reasonable.
Okay. Oh, you got a camera? That's cool.
He says like, "What? You can't find his subject?" And I'm like, "Damn, he's probably a teacher or something."
Is that what he said to you?
He said, "Yeah, what's the matter? Can't find his subject?" And I was like, "You're kicking us out."
You're the subject actually right now. I'm looking at one right now. All right, and then we come right into Jason Ross's part and some more Bay Area yelling.
Yeah, some random chick. She's not even talking about us.
You're just yelling in the middle. And then some more Bay Area yelling.
Yeah, this was in this city.
This lady's crazy.
Shit, look at my fucking clatterbox, you asshole.
It was like this before we
That's
got here.
because of some butthead like you. Get the fuck out of here.
Butthead. Dude, that lady was not hyped on us, but
Well, dude, look at what you were doing to her platter box.
I know, I can't blame her. We were jacking her shit.
Oh, it's like on a sidewalk too. It's the outside of a building, like a concrete planter box.
Settle down, man. I'm sorry.
You're settled down.
No, you settled down. What is
Oh man, then we got Switch Crook pop out on that same downhill sidewalk rail that Kobe ate shit on, but he bombs at Switch, and it looks like he eats shit right there. Did he fall?
It looks like he did, but he didn't eat shit.
No, just a little Switch power slide. And he's embarrassing.
Yeah.
So then it cuts into his green screen headshot thing, and you can see that you probably were telling him, I'm just taking a guess, you're like, just do something. And he's like, I don't know what to do. This is awkward. And he's like laughing into his face.
Yeah. We had like random, like, he had like some toy axe and some shit. And he's like, no, I can't do it. And then he just did that. And I'm like, well, that kind of sums up like this whole situation.
Yeah. Is he kind of a goofy dude? Jolly guy?
Oh, he's so funny. Yeah.
Because he was the guy that was laughing in the clip that I thought he was the homeowner of Kobe because he was just standing next to the ledge just laughing his ass off.
He's a good time.
He seems like a fun time.
Yeah, he's from Boston.
He's from Boston?
Oh, he's from this place called Danvers in Boston, or around Boston area, and it's
Does he have a Boston accent?
Yeah.
Does he?
Not
I don't
really.
think so.
No. Oh.
He was a part of the Tony Adoption Foundation.
Yeah, he moved into Tony's house and
You made him lose the accent?
No, he just never really had it. They all do it as a joke. Like they all like, oh, back the cab. But,
Yeah,
they don't talk like that. They're modern, so.
Oh, he must be from West Boston or
something. He's from
something.
the original Salem.
Yeah, he's from the town that, the Salem witch trials?
Yeah.
He's from the town that all happened in, and then they had the trial in Salem.
Really?
So he'll probably tell you that if he ever meets you. He's from Danvers, and that's where they all went down.
Well, that's cool. If he's a fun time, we should have him on the show too.
Definitely should. He's got a lot of East Coast history. And
Oh, yeah?
Jason is a skate machine, so he's like a real skate rat. Like he's still to this day very, very good at everything.
Super active.
Well, what's up, Jason? Come on the show. You're formally invited on air. Come on the show. Hit me
Jason. You got a lot of stuff to tell these fools about that ender.
Actually, we met Jason through Skylar. Like he met
That's
Skylar
right.
and them first, and then
Skylar
somehow
Ricketts?
he stayed out in the valley, and he just like we told him there's nothing really in the valley for you to do. I was like, you can sleep on my couch.
Well,
if you want.
there's meth.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of
we
that.
don't really mess with meth. But yeah, no. When he came back the next time, he hit me up on like Facebook Messenger. He's like, "Hey, is it cool if you pick me up from the airport and I stay at your place?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't care." And then we've been friends. It's been history since.
Rad. Yeah, that sounds cool.
We're very easygoing in the Bay, so.
That's what I find.
We get along with most people, so.
Most dudes I meet out in the Bay are like very like chill, very cool, very
The weather.
welcoming.
We got
Right.
good weather, so you're just in good moods. We're not as angry as like other places like the East Coast, and not as busy as like I don't know the city, because we're East Bay, so it's like a little bit slower.
Yeah, I do find I've been filming in the East Bay for the last handful of years now, and I don't have very many bad days.
Because it's just easy going. Like,
Oh, that trick right there is so cool. Yeah, it's very easy going, and it's like when you do get kicked out of a spot, it's like not a big deal. It's
No.
just like, all right,
There's
well,
plenty
we'll
of
see you later,
spots.
and we'll just go right down the street to another spot. Where like here in Sac, it's like a mission to get
Oh, we know.
to like any spot,
We know,
and then you
we've
get
been
there
on
and you get
missions.
kicked out, and you're just like,
Yep.
and
Real
not
easy.
only did you just take a mission to get there, and you're all irritated that you finally got there, and then you get kicked out right away, so you're even more mad. It's like fucking just, and then the dude comes out super hot and just like yelling, "Get the fuck out of here!" You're just like, bro, I just drove 35 minutes. God,
We're
damn
pretty
it.
organized. I don't know. We don't just go somewhere on a like guess if it's skatable. Like we'll know what's a weekend spot, what's a weekday spot. We won't skate weekday spots on the weekend. Like we get pretty like into it. Like
Yeah,
there's a lot of planning sometimes the day before where we like won't go to bed until we know what's going on. Like especially me and Moses. Well, not we don't make it. Someone else makes spots. But yeah, like when we're doing other like planned like missions, like
yeah.
you can only skate the same spot over and over again so many ways before it's like, all right, it's time for something new, or like do something different at that spot, like change that spot,
Yeah.
Motivation.
Yeah, that's you guys got to have it out there, man. For us, I mean, we have so much space. There's like new construction popping up all the time. So we see new shit all the time. But for you guys, there's just like new shit that you got to make new.
There's just that potential. You got to see it and make it happen.
Dude, that was like the gnarliest roll away.
The nollie heel.
Yeah. So it's this big rock gap, and he goes nollie heel down it. But when he lands, there's no hand touch.
Yeah, almost.
But his butt almost touches the ground. He like holds onto it so hard. His butt like his ass like literally almost drags the ground. His knees are so bent, but no hand touch. No hand touch. No hand touch. If there is, it was barely a little scrape there. Man, that guy's good. So then we got half cab Manny backside flip out. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. He has a lot of parts too. You can just look him up.
Oh, that's so sick. Then he goes, it was a half cab no slide, bigger spin out.
Kills this rail.
And then he just like throws like 18 tricks down on a rail real quick. Oh man, then flip in, flip out stuff. Oh, half cab no slide, big spin.
He just learned that day.
He just learned it that day.
Yeah, he had never nollie heeled into the tailside big spin.
Dude. Oh, that was nollie.
Nollie heel front tail biggie.
See, I said half cab heel flip. That's nollie heel tail slide front big spin. Fuck me, so that's good. Crazy. So good. And then skating the Castro Valley 8 rail. Was that nollie front board? Fakey switch front board. And the gate was actually open, which it rarely is. Oh man, front crook.
That was the Davis ledge. That's in your guys' intro.
Yeah, we like that. We like that ledge. We call it the Costco ledge.
Oh right. Yeah, I hear people call it that too.
That's how I know it. So that's the flat ledge that I don't know if you remember. For me, the most famous trick on that ledge is Miles Silvis falling asleep. Have you seen that? It's just an Instagram clip, but he's doing a warm up back tail on that, and he goes and he back tails the ledge. He puts his hands and his head down, like literally, he's not trying. He just does it, and he just slumps. Like the whole top of him is just
right,
and he's just backtailing the ledge, and then he pops out.
He's just locked in so
and
good.
And it looks like he literally just like.
That's funny.
Oh, pop out! Like,
that's something Lee could probably do. He's skated that ledge a lot.
Oh, it's like one of the sickest. It was just like a little iPhone clip, but man, yeah, that guy's crazy good, Mr. Miles Silvis.
Oh yeah, I've seen him skate.
Come on the show, Miles.
Do it.
I've met him. I've had the pleasure of meeting him a few times. Every time I go to Mather, I run into him.
Yeah, that's where I see him killing it.
I always tell this story, but he was like one of the only dudes. Him and Nyjah were the only guys that ever skated Epic that were under 18 without a helmet on.
Why is that?
Because I knew who he was.
Oh, okay. So you were
Nyjah like we lobbied. Cameron and I both had to lobby, and his mom like brought in insurance cards because the helmet Nyjah can't wear a helmet when he had his dreads. He couldn't wear a helmet, and Miles was just like, I'm not going to skate if I have to wear a helmet.
I remember he used to have to wear a helmet or something. There was like a rumor, like a story when we were younger, and we met the Valley dudes. Like, there's a gap out here in Sac that like Skylar and them, they all skate it. Miles did backside flip and slammed his head, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta go!" Like, and then they just took him to his dad because he busted. It was like the one day he didn't skate with his helmet on.
When he was a Grom.
Yeah, exactly. When he was like 14, and then the one day he's trying to film a clip and not look like a dork with a helmet on, he smacks his head and he's just like gashed his head open.
But he's all right now.
Oh yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing real good now. Oh man, front nose shove out the hard way, board slide pop over on like one of those big handicap rails.
Yep, new work.
And then impromptu flip tricks, right?
Yeah, that wasn't planned.
And then we got this.
Did this front crook twice.
Why was it in there twice?
He did it. He wanted to do it in a run.
So we've got Wally 180, right? Or switch Wally 180.
Yeah.
And then front crook down like an 8 rail. Yeah. And then he comes back and does it again in a different shirt, but the same trick. So
I think
now, not knowing him, I saw that and I was like, "Oh, that's a homie."
Oh, like someone else
doing the front crook with him.
Oh,
okay. That's what I thought was like, "Oh, somebody else was doing the front crook too," and they just back to back or whatever did it.
Yeah,
But
that'd have been cool, but that's
why?
I just put it in there because I thought the clip looked cool. It was like another angle of it.
All right,
The cram.
fair enough. I just thought it was kind of same trick, you know.
Yeah.
I would have told him no. I said no, I'm not putting that one in there.
That spot is a spot I didn't think anyone was gonna get a clip on ever.
Yeah, this spot is crazy. So it's just like a random flat bar handrail size. That. So is there like a walkway right here?
It's a sidewalk,
Yeah, it's a sidewalk.
Okay, so there's a walkway, and then and then it dead ends, and then tees off.
Right, and then like
I don't
this
know how
is
to
where
explain that.
people like stop to go across the street that way, and there's a little curb cut bump like before the rail.
So it's like an opening for a crosswalk,
Right.
and then on the sides of it, there's handrails that like go and then kink at a 90 degree, and he goes like up it, and then does like board slide up it, and then pops out with like a front big or front shove.
Yeah. Spot's
Yeah,
like
that's gnarly.
right next to Tony's house.
It's gone now, though.
Yeah, they just built like apartments there now. Or
Yeah.
Oh, just because you guys are skating it.
No,
probably
it's just like, yeah, they're remodeling or doing all that stuff in downtown.
These ledges are fun. It's
Yeah.
like a red curb that's an actual ledge height.
Yeah, they're gone too. They blocked them.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Man, those were fun.
I know. Except the only thing I didn't like about that spot is you get stuck there. For some reason, they're so good, but it would take people a while to get their clips there.
Because they're weird ledges.
Something about that spot.
They look perfect, but they were kind of weird.
They're a little rough, yeah.
Well, they're red curbs. And not everybody skates red curbs all the time. So
They're like high red curves, yeah.
they were my favorite because I grew up skating red curbs. So I was like, what? A red curb I could actually pop in and out of? Cool. Man, this is a good part. This trick right here. So this trick is gnarly because it's like a 3-flat-3 in the front of somebody's house, looks like.
Yep.
And he like gaps out and board slides the flat part of the middle part of the rail. But instead of a rail like kinking down, flat, down, it just goes down flat and then cuts off. And then the second set of 3 stairs has a brick hubba. So he goes board slide and then drops off the rail onto the brick hubba down. Dude, that's fucking nar.
Yeah, we had to plan out just to even skate that one because of where it's at someone's house. So I think that was like at 10 a.m. or something.
Were you guys like staking out when they left for work and stuff?
Yeah, actually, like the person came out and it was like, "Oh, give us like 5 minutes," and they let us skate it for 5 minutes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he kind of rifled that one out.
Man, how bad was his board fucked up after that?
I don't remember. I don't think it was a problem.
I'm trying to board slide bricks. That's
I know, especially dropping down onto it and slamming it on there. Yeah.
that's gnarly. Kudos, Jason. And then a big. So, do you think that he? One question about it's a big kickflip front board on like a 8 rail, 8 or 9 rail. I think I don't think he popped the kickflip high enough.
You don't think so?
No, that's one thing I probably would have told him. Like, I think you need to kick. You barely got on the rail, dude. So for people who can't see, he actually flicked the board like probably like 1.5 feet above the rail.
Yeah, he made sure he got up on there.
He like caught it so high and then just stomped it down. That was
sick. I like that clip because of the spot. It's super Hayward.
And is that switch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switch hard flip. Switch hard flip down was that a 3 block? Big 3 block. Yeah, switch hard flip. That's fat.
Yeah, he killed that one.
I feel like that switch hard flip was kind of out of nowhere too, because the rest of his part was really good, but I didn't see like when I first saw the part, I saw the switch hard flip and was like, "Whoa, where'd that come from?" Because it didn't seem like it would fit his style. Just all the different tricks that
he's super well rounded. Like, yeah, I know what you mean. He's doing all these other stuff, and then he hucks a switch hard flip
exactly
down block. Yeah.
Wait, what? And I had to back that up because I was like, wait, was that switch?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Not only did you huck, but you hucked switch. Okay.
Yeah, he's super good at a lot of things.
And then he does front board big spin on that same rail, on the same rail Tony had his ender on.
Another iconic Hayward spot.
Yeah, and then his actual ender is nollie big down the plunge. That's what it's called, is the plunge. I was actually just there last weekend.
Oh yeah, did anyone get a clip?
Yeah, off the going this way
okay.
They did a trick up top of the stage, then came down and then did a trick over the wall next to the 3-stair.
Oh, I know what you said. The little tiny, there's like a wall and then a tiny dirt gap.
Yeah. I did something over that. He didn't skate the big one though. That's the big gap though, off the side of the stage.
Yeah. Did you see the ground? Is it hella?
Oh, the ground is horrible.
Trashed? Yeah.
The ground is horrible. It's like asphalt. It's like park asphalt. So it's like asphalt that they didn't really bother fully smoothing over. It's just like aggregate sticking out everywhere and
so gritty and dirty, like with dirt.
Oh, it's just rough. It's just rough. Well, and since I was just there last weekend, the skater I was with was standing up there, and he's like standing by his run up, and he just looks down and goes, "Hey, look, there's a needle." And I walk over and sure enough, there's a dirty ass fucking needle sitting on the ground. Like
that does not surprise me at all.
Oh, and then over there, you got the pile of Swisher guts, and then there's like a needle over there. And he's like,
don't fall in the needle.
Don't fucking fall, dude. And then we're back to that 13 rail with the kinks, or with the knobs, I mean, and the kinks and knobs. And he front boards down it.
Yeah.
What a jerk. Oh, hot gravy.
I paid that chick a quarter.
You paid her?
I paid her a quarter.
Was that that's all you paid her for, right?
That's all I could pay her for.
So right after Jason's ender, there's this obviously a streetwalker, right?
Yeah, something like that in LA.
A rough one. Oh man, she's got foamy lips, like she's just been smoking some meth.
She just came from
some crack or something. Man, that lady is crazy looking, but she just shouts out hot gravy, and she got paid for it. She was probably stoked.
Dude, she got 25 cents.
25 cents, just say hot gravy. Oh, man, and now we are at the ender part.
Yep.
Mr. Joe Sudduth.
It's Joe the Pro.
Another guy that I watch from afar. I follow him. We've met a couple times, but no real interaction. Just a fan of his skating. I met him at Matty Jesse's warehouse.
Why does it sound so familiar?
In Oakland, because he rides for Kinetic.
Okay.
And they did like a little event there, and he came out, and I got to meet him. He's
Did he do a crooked grind nollie flip?
I don't think he wasn't there for very long. I just met him.
He's so good at that trick.
And then I met him somewhere else too. I think he was at the Emeryville Park one day when we were there. I met him a couple of times, but he's just good.
Yeah, he's got a lot of steez too.
Was that tray flip, nose manual, nollie flip?
Yeah.
What a jerk.
Shout out Bob, filming that so good.
Oh, that was not only skated steezy, but filmed steezy too. I'm gonna watch it again. Oh, Backtail 3 show, that was sick. Yeah, tray flip, nose manual, nollie flip. So perfect. Just perfect.
Like that clip.
Does he like ever not flip in or out of anything?
Very rarely.
It's the process of doing because I'm not very good at it. So the flip in, flip out thing for me is like really challenging. And I know I know that's like the standard these days. So probably people are gonna laugh at me like, "Oh, is it good? Guy fucking."
I could never like backtail kick flip, but I can kick backtail. It's flipping out is like way harder than flipping in. I would say.
Yeah, I don't understand the concept. A couple episodes ago, we had TJ Peters on, and he does crook nollie flips really well. And we were talking about that, and he's just like, I don't know, I just flick it, man. I'm like, oh, thanks for the tip.
It just works.
Like, yeah, with your back foot, you just flick a nollie flip. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Well, how do you nollie flip? Because I can't do nollie flips either. There's another one, nollie flip crook.
Yeah, super easy line for him.
Kick flip, nose manual, nollie heel.
He actually wanted me to take that clip out.
Which one? That one?
The kickflip nose manual nollie heel.
Because he wavered at the beginning. Is that why?
I don't know why. I don't think I asked him, but
right,
I was like
right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of like that. I
liked it too, but he's probably like, no, it wasn't perfect.
Yeah, that's probably going through his head.
I could do it better.
I think I told him I'd take it out, but then I forgot to. Sorry, Joe.
Whatever.
This line.
Oh man, tray flip off a curb, nollie front heel, or you guys call it nollie back heel. Whatever.
I call it back.
Little switch ollie up and switch heel flip Manny over a flat gap.
That was my elementary school.
Dude, switch back tail shove. Now let's look at this one for a minute, because while this might just seem, like here's a switch back tail shove.
Yeah, but you got to pop before that curb.
Exactly. So for the people who can't see it, it's it's a curb that's on top of a ledge. So you have like you know what I mean? It's like a stack. It's like a stack ledge. And so if you pop out any earlier or what's going on here?
I think I hit a wire or something.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Technical difficulties. I lost sound in my right ear. Am I going deaf?
Nope.
Cameron, you all right?
Yeah, I'm alright.
This is my wire. I don't know what I did.
Sorry, people.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm only getting sound in my left ear. Are we still recording? Oh, there it is. Cameron fixed it. Cameron fixed it.
Oh, what a guy.
That's
Super
why he's
good at his job.
That's why he's the wizard, you see. All right, sorry, guys. And we're back. Okay. All right, so the thing about this is popping in and popping out. So you have to do like the entire fucking ledge.
Yep.
Oh my god. This guy is so good. Oh man. People who are just listening are like, what the fuck, man? All these long blocks of silence while we're just watching the magic. Sorry, guys, you're going to have to just go to YouTube and watch this because Joe said this part is fucking fantastic. He's another dude that should be pro.
Well, that's his nickname. Is Joe the Pro.
Joe the Pro?
He
That's
doesn't
funny.
have to actually be pro. He's pro in our eyes.
Because I had a guy on the show from up in like the Orville area who's called Pro Joe.
Pro Joe.
Oh, damn.
And he's Joe the Pro.
That's funny.
Nike Joe, Joe the Pro.
Pro Joe's he's old school though. He's an old cat, so no competition here.
Joe's good and old.
Dude, this guy's doing like Torrey Pudwell tricks.
Nollie heel crook.
Yeah, nollie heel crook, nollie varial flip out and shit. Like nollie hard flips down big sets that we're just sprinkling in with all the rest of the tricks. Not like it's a big deal or anything.
That used to be a joke.
Oh, is that switch front shove back nose grind?
Yeah.
Oh, fatty switch flip. Is that over a curb?
It's no, it's a knocked out curb.
Oh, is it the curb knocked? Oh, I see right there.
Or there's no knocked out curb.
Yeah,
but it's you have to land in between two parking blocks. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, that's sketch monkeys, especially switch, and then just like a deep back Smith.
So good.
That's another one. Like you probably should have told him to push it in a little further. Like I don't know, man.
Enough,
I don't know.
That rail's so tall.
Dude, just fucking fantastic. And then this is nollie heel no slide down. Was it like a eight stair hubba?
That's out here too, I think.
Definitely should have done the whole thing.
Yeah, gave up on it.
Was he trying to do the whole thing?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say didn't even look waxed. Oh man. Kickflip back nose grind revert the hard way. Come on, bro.
Yeah, dude.
That's not cool. Making the rest of us feel bad about ourselves. And then switch 180 crooks. That's a tall rail for that too. It's
unbelievable.
Not, for that trick, that's a big rail for that. On the Sierra College rail, switch 180 crooks on it.
Right.
Ugh. And backlip down to 10. And then the ender, just fatty to flatty. Fat frontside flip down a double set. Was that 6 flat 4?
Yeah, that was another one where it's like Joe was like, I don't know, just use that.
I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah, I kind of wanted him to do something else, but we never got a chance to. And I was like, all right, whatever. At least the homies are like,
it's a cool ender clip,
yeah.
Especially for the video as a whole.
Right.
To bring the video to a close completely is cool that you had that clip in particular because looks like your whole fucking crew's there.
Yeah, Adam was there, and Christian Mendoza,
it was
the whole crew.
Crews.
And a couple other people, like in the credits, you show that I think there's a couple other people that do tricks down that set. And that's why the dude was like, shit just went down. Because like, a bunch of people just landed tricks, right?
Yeah, I broke my board kickflipping it and rode away.
Yeah, yes. That was when
and then Adam Emery did hard flip down it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right after him.
Pooh 3-flipped it. That was crazy.
I missed the 3-flip, though. I'm so bummed I missed it. Pooh Rail 3-flipped it that day.
Pooh Rail. I like that guy.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's pretty gnarly.
Oh, yeah. I saw his part. That crook at the end.
Dude.
I wasn't there for that day, but holy shit.
The 50 down the double set. I don't know if that was in his part, but
I don't remember it.
Oh, dude, he did. It's a double kinked rail that he just.
Yeah, he's so gnarly.
Gnarly. All right, so that was pretty much the ender. You got a nice little montage that goes through the credits. If you guys want to watch it, you can go check it out. Unless there's something in here that you wanted to, if you wanted to talk about something, we can.
Not really. Actually, the version I sent you, it's like I spelled his name wrong. Bob Handshaw. It's Handshaw.
Oh.
So
hey, we all make mistakes.
yeah,
those late nights.
I fixed it, but
the late nights of editing, dude.
It's so true. You're so tired, and then you do that, and you're like,
you like you actually remember looking at it
right.
and being like, no, that's correct. And then you go back the next morning and you're like, what the fuck was that?
Right, because you're so like you're just fatigued.
Well, especially with full lengths, because I don't know if you were under an editing pressure for your full length or any.
Not any official one, no. But the dudes wanted it out, and I wanted it out.
So you had some pressure in your mind to like.
Yeah, a little bit.
One of my movies, we got backed up on shit, and I ended up finishing it up by editing like 21 days straight.
I heard you talk about that in an episode. You said you were just sleeping when you were exporting, rendering.
Yeah, that was like the worst idea ever. But the movie came out cool, and it worked, and I got it done on time. In fact, I don't think I told this part of the story, but I was actually almost late to the premiere, and I had the master copy.
Oh shit!
Because the premiere was in the Bay, and we were like, oh, it'll take like most it'll take would be like 2 hours to get out there, and so we get on the road, and I plan to get there like an hour and a half early. Before or whatever, and as soon as we get on the road, just like major traffic.
Oh yeah,
like in Sacramento, and we're just like sitting in traffic.
Ooh, yeah.
We're just like watching the premiere just approaching.
Damn, that must have been a feeling in your gut. You're
dude.
like, oh.
Luckily, we got there. I think we got there with like 20 minutes.
Oh, okay, that worked out.
To like check it, and then but the owner of the company that was there waiting for me kept like texting me like, "Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?"
He was sweating bullets, huh?
We're all set up. People are lining up already. You have the movie.
Came through though. 20 minutes. It's not bad.
All right, so I want to just before we fully wrap up, a couple of quick questions about just like you as as a filmer. Okay. What do you edit with?
These full lengths I edited with Final Cut Pro 7 and After Effects, and it was on an old like Apple Tower, like some old computer that was like about to die. I'm actually really hyped that I got hot gravy out of it before
it took a shit.
It did take a shit probably like a month after it came out, and it was just the loudest computer. It was like, yeah.
What about these days? What are you messing with these days?
Just on like a MacBook Pro with Final Cut X and After Effects.
Right on.
Yeah.
What about music? I know you said a couple of the dudes gave you songs, but do you ask the skaters like what song you want to use?
Yeah, I typically ask them that, and most of the time the response is like, I don't care. Like I think only.
But they do care.
I think they do care, but they don't want to take the time.
Because they say they don't care, and then you pick a song, and they're like,
I don't like that.
I don't really like that music.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like, so you do care.
Yeah, right. The pickiest one was probably like. Moses gave me his song, which he like sought out. He like contacted the band to use it and stuff.
Real?
Yeah, it was really tight. He got like
up.
permission to use it. And I think I picked like everyone else's song, but just by like Joe's song, we were in the car on our way to go filming, and that song came on, and he was like, it was like on my iPod, and he was like, I want you to use this song for my part.
It spoke to him.
Yeah, and
he heard it. Yeah.
A lot of times I'll pick parts, like songs for parts where like back in the day, I wanted to use it for myself. And then and then I was
got like a little bank of music that you're like,
I had like
someday you're going to get used.
That's what I would do. Exactly. I would download songs, and then in my iTunes, like songs that I would like think about using, I would just rename it with a like star or the asterisk or whatever. And then when I wanted to look for a song to use, I would just press the star in, and then all the songs would come up.
Fucking smart. It's fucking smart.
Yeah, I went through a period where I just downloaded like so much music, like pre-Warm Gravy. I would just spend a lot of time downloading music.
Okay, so things have changed a lot on YouTube since you were doing your Cold Gravies, and since these came out, like shit has massively changed on YouTube. So they have like a lot of restrictions now on different music that you can use. Do you worry at all about?
I do. Actually, that was happening to me during Warm Gravy. Like, I couldn't post the full video because it was so many songs that were, like, so mainstream.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, you can't use that. It's banned in every country. You can only watch it on your account.
Yeah.
So there was a point where I was thinking about that a lot, and then I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna use the song that comes to me, and like, if I want, I can re-edit it later with like a super underground song and stuff like that. But like posting the parts like separately, like not the full video, like would work sometimes still.
Yeah, it's weird how it's you got to trick the algorithms. That's the thing about YouTube. But
because that big file, they just go through all the file and they're like, "There's too much on here. You can't use this."
Yeah.
I don't really. YouTube like it's kind of bumming me out. Like what the stuff they're doing lately.
Yeah, and it's only gonna get worse, dude.
Yeah,
it's only gonna get worse. So what's your favorite? What's your favorite part in this video?
That's a good question.
Even though one of them's in the room, you could.
Don't besides Tony, I would say maybe Joe, because I think it's like the only time he's like ended a video. I think
that's monumental for him.
Yeah, and I felt like he like super came through and all that stuff. And actually
earned it.
I wanted to have him open the video actually, and Jason end it because I thought Jason's part was really good too.
Yeah,
like there's so many tricks in that part, but.
Dude, I feel bad for you trying to sort this shit out because there's so many tricks and so much different talent going on, and so many different levels that you're like, man, who do I put where? And
originally, I wanted to have Joe first, and like I was like, yeah, it'll just like blow everyone away, make them want to go home right from the start. And then I wanted to have Jason end it because Jason opened Warm Gravy, and I didn't want to have him opening Hot Gravy. Although now that I think of it, it wouldn't have been too bad. But Moses kind of made it easy for me because he was super persistent. Like, I want to open the video.
Well, his part is really good for the opener because it's
now, I think of it now and I'm like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Like, I'm kind of glad.
Just smack you in the face and wake your ass up. And
just wake your game up with these big rails real quick.
All right, so I think we've covered pretty much everything. I do want to ask, what's next?
Right now, I'm working on solo part with this kid Chris Cab from Fremont. Chris Caballero.
Chris Caballero.
You know him?
Any relation? No, I don't.
No, I don't think so.
No.
To the Cab, no.
Any relation skating wise?
No.
No.
He's like he doesn't skate with a crooked neck.
But he's obviously good.
Yeah, he's
if you're dedicating.
Yeah, he's super good.
I mean, if you're dedicating your time to just one person,
right?
To me, that speaks some volume.
Yeah, I mean, I try to link up with these guys still, but
you got your homies,
I can only film on the weekends now because of work, or else I'm down to film at night too. I was telling Tony earlier.
Well,
but
have you ever thought about trying to get a job doing what you're doing?
I did think about that, but I'm just like, I didn't want to put all my because I had like a crossroad where it's like, want to do this, or I had like a setup thing where I can get into, this company. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to risk it right now because I'll have nothing. And I did I even thought about like going to like the Oracle Arena and like trying to get a job as like someone who films the sports. Yeah. And then I was like, I'm probably going to end up hating that.
Yeah.
So I just like, I have thought about it, but I never pursued it like to a legit.
Because that's not filming. That's camera operating. You're just literally operating a camera.
Right. You're just standing there and getting the action.
No.
You have no say in nothing.
No fun. In fact, you have somebody telling you what to get.
Right.
Somebody's in your fucking ear, like, hey, zoom in, get that shot, swing over here. Blah, blah, blah.
I could imagine that being cool for like a month or something, and then I'm just like,
as like a quick side gig, maybe. Yeah.
Right.
But no, see, I see you like, if you were to make yourself available to a skate company. I could see.
I would totally do that if it was like gonna happen. I'd be like, yeah, let's do it.
But, and even working on the weekends, you could be available to a company as a filmer. That's like, hey, we give you X amount a month, and you just come out with us on the weekends and trips and.
Yeah, anyone watching, let's do it. If you're VX, because I don't have a HD.
Yeah, but if you can operate, a VX, you can easily operate HD.
Right. Yeah.
And like if you were like just for example, like if I was gonna like bring you out with me, I've got a case full of cameras. So I'd be like, here, use this one. Go get something.
That would be dope.
Unfortunately, my company fell apart, so we don't really film anymore. But
but I do want to get my own HD camera. But I know what you're saying.
Yeah, see, I film every day, but usually it's like real estate or
how's that
small business commercials or
how did the real estate people like? How do you even get in contact with them?
Oh man, that's a fucking long story
about that other ender.
Yeah, it's like basically like Board Warrior was the like the internet skate company that I was a part of and became a partner in, and that didn't work out, so we closed the doors and started filming other things, like started filming commercials and things like that. And then a realtor was like, "Hey, can you do a listing?" And then just I've got 3 partners that I've been with for a very long time. 3 business partners. We all work together, and it's just kind of like one thing failed, and we
then
just
it all falls down.
Yeah, and and then from there we learned, and now we have something that's successful.
Nice.
Yeah, so what we're doing now is very successful. Like we're doing very, very well.
So what do you make, like commercials for a house?
Yeah, so it's like skaters are like, I don't fucking care.
Sorry guys,
it's like a cinematic walkthrough.
Okay,
it's like, so when you're trying to buy a house, you look it up and there's like photos that you can look through, and then there's like a virtual tour that you can go. Well, mine's basically a virtual tour on steroids. It's nothing crazy.
You can definitely just like see the house.
Yeah, I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm just polishing the rims. That's what I like to say, is that I'm just doing it a little bit better than my competitors or whatever, And we've got a professional drone pilot, licensed pilot on staff. That, so I'm trying to do things legit. We've got a full real estate website and all that. Listvids.com. You can go check it out. With a Z, LISTVIDZ. And it's like a Zillow type site, but it's got video, so you can actually like watch the tour through the house. Anyways, but that's what I do is like my day job, and I work with Orbit, so I do get to film skating a little bit here and there. But since they're out in the Bay, I'm here in Sacramento. It's a little bit hard to film every day with them. But
did they come out with a video? They did, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right there, we did a full length movie. So it was like kind of like Search for Animal Chin.
Oh, okay.
And it was like a legit movie with like a script and like a plot and everything. But Carl Watson was in it.
Oh man, I gotta watch that, dude.
He's in 2 like really long scenes. Like they go to Fort Miley and he has like a whole. It's funny. If you haven't seen it, it's not available online. It's DVD only, so you'd have to stop into Orbit Skate and Boutique in San Leandro and ask them. They're free. You can just stop in and say, "Hey, can I get a copy?"
No shit.
You buy something, and you get a copy of the Hidden Gem, and it's a movie with the whole skate team. It's got Rob Skate. It's got Carl Watson. It's got there's a couple other people in it. Trino and Zach from my company, Trino Mercado and Zach Shaner are in it. Couple other people in it. Is
Curtis in it?
Curtis, oh yeah, Curtis is the main character.
Oh heck yeah!
Curtis, Travis Miguel's in it. He's
Miguel who?
Miguel, Curtis's buddy. You don't know Miguel? What's his?
Thrasher. Miguel Rodriguez.
Yes, yeah. Rodriguez. That's his last name. He's in it. He's super funny.
Yeah, that dude. That guy's hecka good at back big spins.
That guy's good at a lot of things.
Yeah,
he's really good. Hi Miguel, by the way. I haven't seen him in a while, but anyways, okay, so you're working on a new part. Maybe once that drops, we could
probably after summer.
After summer?
Yeah.
Okay, so on your YouTube channel?
Right now, I don't know because it's for the Fremont skate shop. It's called Red Curbs.
Oh, Red Curbs.
Yeah, you know Red Curbs,
yeah,
Jesse?
Yeah. They hooked me up when I had my skate team. They gave me some like bearings and shit for my skate team.
Oh, tight.
They're cool people.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
And we had him at Epic too, right? Yeah, mm-hmm. I like Red Curbs. Those guys are cool.
Yeah, so it's a part going to be for them, so I don't know what he's going to do with the footage, but...
Okay, so it'll be out somewhere.
Yeah, it's going to come out.
All right, well, make sure I get it. When it comes out, make sure I get it. And
I can send you the file or something.
That'd be sick. Maybe we could have both you guys back on.
Just
do like a little tandem, and you could chime in as the filmer.
Yeah, first try. That was first try.
Okay, and we're done. All right, dude, is there anything else you want to throw out there? Anybody else you want to... Shout out to Dylan and Daniel. Dylan.
It's my friends that don't even skate. My childhood friends. I play like Smash Brothers with them and stuff.
All right.
Yeah, that's
All right. Well, if he forgot you, he meant to say something, and he probably will say something off air. Like as soon as we stop recording, he'll be like, "Oh yeah, so and so."
Oh well, everyone at 1010, all the Hayward cats, VC Havery, Lee Goldberg is the man. Yeah, everyone in Gravy pretty much, and Big Tony.
It's all gravy.
Tony Pimentel should do this show.
Yeah, come on, Tony.
Yeah, he's a good dude, and he has a lot of stuff to say.
I like people who have lots to say.
Yeah.
I like listening. All right, so I think we're going to wrap it up, dude.
Right.
Where can people find you?
You can follow Gravy at Gravy Skateboarding on Instagram, and you can follow me at CaliDan11, CALIDAN 11. Follow Tony at Hennessy_Black. It's his dog's name.
Hennessy Black.
Yeah, everyone. Shout out to Kobe, Thrasher Boys.
And just a little, my little add-on. If you literally go to YouTube, type in cold gravy, warm gravy, or hot gravy.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
And you would think that, oh, that's a pretty vague term. You type that in, you're going to get some random. No, like your shit dominates. You type that in, and boom.
That's a trip, huh? It's just like gravy.
Yeah, you think cold gravy. Oh, someone's a recipe or something's gonna pop up with something about gravy. You're like, no, you literally own that shit. Like if you put cold, hot, or warm gravy into YouTube, it's like his shit will pop up.
Damn, that's trippy.
So go ahead and do that. There's he said, there's like 40 something episodes out there that you could just binge watch some hesh fucking Bay Area skating, just killing it. And then he's got his two full lengths that he's also got online. Like they're in parts, so you'll have to find each part, but they're worth the hunt. If you want to find us, we are About That Ender. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, anywhere you find your fantastic podcasts. Feel free to tell us how we're doing in any of the comments or ratings or anything like that. We love to hear it. I've been your host, Keith, Mr. Audio Wizard, Cameron Baptiste.
Can I add one thing?
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to say, I forgot to say this in the beginning, but I think your show is tight, and the name you picked is like really good.
Thank you,
About
dude.
That Ender.
Thank you. Yeah, we Cameron and I both we were spitballing, and that's where we ended. I think we've told the story a couple of times, but
it's so legit of a name. It's just like
it
puts it all. There's so many things you can say about that name, but yeah, right on. Also, I wanted to add. Follow Bob the Filmer.
Bob the Filmer.
He's going to have a video coming out pretty soon. And I know he's working on a solo part with Moses that should be out after summer. But I think he's making a full length too. So it's going to be hella sick.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. So, all right, guys. I think we covered everybody, right? All right. And
right on.
We're out.